in some battle pass.
Ooh, that reminds me. Let's see. I think it should be up now. Please forgive me, it's been a while since I've been doing this. Alright, it's
You're
up.
fine.
We're officially live on air. Hello everyone and welcome to another weekend at Loka's. I know it's been a while, but let's not dwell on that. We're gonna jump from the Siege Olympics 2 weeks ago into the PUBG Olympics. Oh, you see, it's the
At least this one makes more
invitationals.
sense.
So yeah, we're playing PUBG. I am, of course, I am LokaCola, since we established last time that I'm very egotistical. And joining me on this journey that we're gonna explain in a minute is Prentice 1215.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I should really be the only guest you are introducing today, since you and I are the only ones over 21, and the other guest here today is under 21, so which means he should not be able to come into a pub legally, at least in the United States.
Hey!
Well, I guess we don't need to introduce
That's
Daxter
me.
then.
Ouch. Oh man, I'm gonna get banned from this game too? Oh. Well, I won't be too disappointed.
Oh boy.
It wouldn't be the worst game to get banned from.
No,
yeah,
that
now,
is,
I
that
mean,
is
hey,
correct.
well, we're on Loka's channel, so it's overseas,
Wait,
so
what's
I
this?
think you guys have some less strict rules,
True.
but stricter, like, punishments for breaking those rules. So, it's legal!
I have absolutely no idea what. Come on, I'm trying to set up this. I guess you can't. Anyway,
Oh no, I'm squad lead.
that can't be right.
No, there's a little star over Loka on my screen.
Yeah,
That says
it-
shows.
it's,
Okay.
it's just me saying, oh, there's like a.
Is everyone, like, readied up or something?
I think. Okay, there we go. I think I managed to.
Also, Loka is Kelly Hugh. I can now not unsee it.
I am who?
The chick from Hardline.
Oh yeah.
That was her name, right?
That's the actress's name. That's not
Okay.
it's not the character's name.
All right, I think both of you need to ready up now. I think it should be.
I'm readied up.
I'm ready.
Have you?
Oh boy.
You have to hold X for
Okay.
everything in this game.
Yeah. This game is
Okay.
confusing.
So
Oh, hey,
I
check.
I did it the first time, but then it said an error occurred. So I still had the yellow check. So I tried it again. This time it worked.
I see.
Before we get into a match, you might want to check your settings because you can actually change. At least for me, you can change like if you're doing performance or like graphics. Maybe you can get it to get above 30 FPS.
Well, it's
I
too
don't know
late
if
to
it's
do
like-
anything about it now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you might be, if you're watching this, you might be wondering, why are we playing PUBG? And that's
No, that's not the question you should be asking. The question is, why are you watching this?
That's the first
I'm in
question.
it.
Second question, why are we playing PUBG of all games? If this was around the time when the game got put in with PS Plus, I suppose that would have made more sense, and we did play it back then on Prentice's
my channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we're playing it again, almost a year later, and we're doing a. I don't really know what to call it, but
Retrospective.
Series.
I guess you could like a mini series for Weekend at Loka's. Some of you may recall.
Is this a part of the local lore now?
Yes,
an
the
investigation.
Loka cinematic universe.
Yes, I was about to say the LokaCola cinematic universe. I do like that, but some of you may recall that last year we ended up accidentally going through all the Battlefield games on the PS4. Now we're doing that, but not on accident, and we're going through all the major Battle Royale games. This can only go well.
Yep. So basically, last year we accidentally played a series of good games. This year we're gonna, on purposefully, play mostly a series of bad games.
Well, I think they get progressively better. I think they'll get progressively better as we go.
With one minor major 12-year-old hiccup.
Yeah, I also feel the need to actually Prentice's idea, and I'm not saying that to put blame on him. Well, not only because of that.
I am the target of all your ire.
Yeah,
just
most of
all of your complaints just direct them towards me.
Yes, exactly.
I hate these controls.
They're awful.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we
Where
probably
are we
need to drop
dropping,
somewhere.
boys?
Where should we drop?
Maybe we should. I think there's a city right underneath us. So should we just go for that?
Yeah, let's just jump.
Okay. Yeah. Also, the draw distance rendering in this game is abysmal.
I wonder if it's better on PC. Even slightly better.
Because I think now I'm starting to see some buildings pop up. Okay, yep. See, there we go. Now the buildings are
popping up. I should probably deploy the parachute.
It automatically deploys, just like every other.
Alright, there, the both of you are. So yeah, we're gonna play through at least the major ones. We're not doing the 100% playthrough because, well, for one, I don't.
If we were really going to do that, we'd have to start with Minecraft.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I did actually take
Hunger Games Minecraft. Who remembers Hunger Games Minecraft? Right
here, for better or for worse.
I actually hadn't thought of that because I was thinking before.
That was all of the battle royales were originally mods before.
Yeah, because I was thinking about this. Like, okay, where's the origin story for the battle royale genre? Because I'm
Japan.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Battle Royale.
Yes, there's a movie called Battle Royale that's based off of a novel, not a manga, which is a first. There is a difference.
Japan. Yes.
Yeah. And it followed basically the premise of all battle royales, according to the Wikipedia page. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was popular. At least the idea. And I've got a bunch of weapons for you.
Okay, good, because I have nothing.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff too. But yeah, to kind of put this in a more specific term, the battle royale genre of games, because I don't think I think it's fair to say that PUBG was the first really big one, but I don't think it was the first one. And
if we want to get technical, H1Z1 was really the
first major to
but even then I'm pretty sure PUBG was then spawned off of that. So
so the name PUBG is based off of a PlayerUnknown, who played H1Z1, made a mod for it, which was the Battle Royale formula. Let me drop some stuff. You know, the more I play this game, the more I hate it.
Oh boy. That's a person, and then it's not you guys.
Oh. You need some help?
Yeah.
You're all the way over there.
Yeah, I'm just now noticing I'm nowhere near you guys, and I have a shotgun, but it has no ammo in it, so I'm just gonna run.
I'm gonna assume we're not able to swim.
No, we are able to swim. I know that much from watching other people on YouTube.
Whee!
Which it's surprising. I know. In this game, I would not expect that you'd be able to swim either.
Oh no, that actually hurt you. I'm sorry. That actually hurt you. I didn't think it would.
Oh yes, friendly fire is on in this game. Be aware.
I was like, oh, that'd be kind of funny.
All right, I'm trying to no clip up this mountain right now. Ah!
I don't know if you have Kappa
I'm
on. Hi. I don't know if Kappa's a big deal for you, so I just took off my pants just in case.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Anyone need a pistol?
No, I already
I
got
need
one.
anything.
Here.
Does anyone have shotgun ammo?
I do actually. I played this.
I also have a shotgun.
So now I have a pistol. So now I have a pistol, but I have no ammo for said pistol.
Oh, duh. Okay. You need I think 762.
There is no ammunition. Yes, I know this game.
Actually, playing this the other day, and I managed to get a kill, like 2 kills, because people are deaf in this game.
Oh boy.
I don't have
Just noticed that we are a long way from the safe zone.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, we need to find a car.
How?
I'm just gonna run
There
over
you
here and
go.
hope for the
There we
best.
go.
Maybe we can find a car and ammunition.
But okay,
So I
yeah,
think, don't quote me on this, but I think you run faster with your weapons stowed away.
that would make sense.
But this is only because I've been playing a bunch of Apex, and I am actually really excited to get into that one. Believe it or not.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to get
Yeah,
back to.
that one is gonna be fun to go back since I haven't played in a long time.
Actually, yeah, it's like the minor spoilers for that stream. I enjoyed that one more than I enjoyed this one, but I don't know if I liked it more than Warzone.
I'm not sure if that's really a spoiler because, I mean, just look at the amount, like just for the, I mean, even if you only look at my channel, but I think you can make the same assumption if you look at Prentice's channel too. There's a reason why we play Warzone a lot of times, whereas all these other Battle Royale games, not so much.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
That, yeah.
I want the Bison. You gotta say, I love the sound design in this game. As in, there is none.
Yeah, it's a. Ooh, there's a car over there.
Quiet. How do you ping? Have you figured that out yet?
Hold on.
Wait.
R3.
R3?
Yep. Although it's not doing
Where,
anything
that thing?
for me.
Yeah, it's not doing anything for me either.
That's odd.
Maybe hold it down? Oh, it's on your... on the compass.
Ah! I'm
Run!
taking fire! I'm taking fire from the
Run!
road!
I see him. Where'd my red dot
Well,
go?
I'm taking fire. I'm down.
Alright, hang on.
Crawl back inside. Alright, I'm inside the building again.
Compensator.
I'm next to you, Prentice.
Are you? Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh! Headshot.
Yeah, it's reloading. Okay, there we go. Ah. Just gonna... That's a grenade.
I was wondering what. Like, I swear I heard something.
I just fell down.
What? Yeah, I saw the thing fly in and it went tink tink tink, and I still had like 3 seconds. I still had like 3 seconds on your revive time, and it wouldn't let me exit out. It's like, well, so much for that.
Great attempt.
Lee match. How enjoyable was your experience in this match?
Bad.
Goodn't. Is that an option?
No. Anyway, we were tracing the origins of the Battle Royale from the Japanese novel turned
It's
into
called Battle
movie
Royale.
to Minecraft. What was
To H1Z1 would be after that.
Hunger Games, Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
So I haven't played Minecraft outside of that free browser version. So
oh wow.
I don't
That probably
really.
doesn't even. Oh,
I mean, I've seen videos of Minecraft, but I don't think I've seen videos of Minecraft Hunger Games. Is that?
it was an old favorite. Instead of dropping in, you spawned in the circle with nothing, and then you just ran in a random direction, hoping you didn't get killed.
It was also much closer to the way the Hunger Games books described how everything started with a bunch of loot being at the center position, so you could do that, or you could run to the forest and hope you find stuff. So it was Battle Royale, but it was very much inspired by the Hunger Games style Battle Royale specifically.
Makes sense considering it had the same name.
Oh, you have to ready up, apprentice. Don't forget.
I know. It did the same thing where it's like an error has occurred, and it tried it a second time, and that time worked. So.
Yeah, and then we got to H1Z1. However, the earliest I got when thinking about the origins of Battle Royale in terms of gaming was actually the thing that inspired H1Z1 from the beginning. Unless I'm mistaken, that was DayZ.
Oh yeah.
Does that ring any bell?
That was a zombie. That was a zombie movie, right?
Yes, I'm getting to it.
I thought DayZ was post H1Z1. I thought H1Z1 was first.
Now that you say that, I'm actually not sure. But
all right, hold on. I'll look it up.
We'll do some live research. And
keep talking. I'll get you an answer here momentarily.
Yeah. So I'm
just gonna. Hey, Loka, do you want to come punch this white guy with me? It's kind of funny.
Where?
Over here. I don't know. I'll jump.
And yes, I know.
Okay, so here's the answer. DayZ was indeed first, being released on December 16th, 2013, where H1Z1 was released on January 15th, 2015.
Okay. Wasn't that the Battle Royale version, and then DayZ was the?
No, they're two separate things.
Yes, and
okay.
They're similar, but they're two different things.
Yeah, and I was getting to it because DayZ is not a Battle Royale game. So I know some people may be questioning why am I saying DayZ? And it is of course a zombie survival game. But the impression I got when watching videos of that game was that that game is kind of like the Walking Dead series, in that the zombies...
It never dies?
I was gonna say that the zombies aren't really the big threat. It's other people. That may be even more so in
oh, I see your ping. I actually see it now.
Yeah, I can see it on the map, but no.
It's in
there
your
we go.
compass.
That's how.
Yeah, the compass up top.
That's how the. Is it up top for you?
So when does Price start talking to me?
What?
Or have we not made a Warzone yet?
No, we haven't made it that far. But as I was saying, like the big draw to that game, as far as I could tell based on the videos, and oh boy, are the trees rendering in now. Like these.
There are people.
Oh, there's a nuclear power plant over there. It just loaded in.
Oh, that's something. But yeah, the big thing.
Ooh, a scar.
With that game seems, at least when I watched
You got a
it,
truck over here.
is almost more surviving other people more than zombies, because they're zombies, they're slow, they're not really that deadly unless you get cornered by like a small horde of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I said, player interaction was the big thing there between other players, because you could sort of form up with each other, or you could go General Shepherd style, kill everyone. And that, of course, may spawn the whole survival game, like survival. Yeah, the survival games that then had the crafting. Actually, I guess Minecraft is technically the origins of that. Now that I think about that.
Minecraft. Gee, I wonder.
And of similar like it, like we mentioned, H1C1, that were doing the same thing, the zombie survival thing, and then had a battle royale. I'm a little bit. That's good.
I got a crowbar.
I'm a little unsure of the timeline. But as I said, like probably based on the whole human interaction, shooting other people, like the battle royale thing came with either H1C1, which, as Staxter pointed out beforehand, is also apparently a free game. I didn't even know it still existed. I thought it was dead, but I guess not.
I'm sure it is.
And then I guess PUBG came afterwards, or around the same time. As I said, I'm a little fuzzy on the timeline, but I do find it funny that H1C1 started out as a zombie survival game and then got turned into a battle royale game. That sounds familiar. But
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that another day.
We don't need to discuss that one.
Yeah, no,
Not yet.
Yeah, we'll
Ever.
That's for another day. But yeah, PUBG is I guess the first big one, which is when the whole thing
really kicked off. Yeah.
Is that? Oh, it's a gas can. I'll take that backpack.
And of course, like
M416. I'll take it.
Ooh.
I'm greedy. But there is a shotgun, and I got a bunch of shells for it if you need.
Something that looks like an AK.
It's probably the AKM, because 47 is too mainstream for you.
Oh, Beryl M762. Could that be Sophia's assault rifle in Siege?
Let me see.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
Hello. Other than the magazine, it's pretty close.
It's hard to tell just based on the first-person view.
Yeah.
But it does look like a...
Good news, we're in the circle.
Oh.
Oh, cool. What's the bad news?
Plane.
We're probably going to die at some point.
Sounds about right.
That's not so bad. I mean, it could be worse. We could be playing Fortnite.
Oh, that auto-equipped. Okay, that's nice.
And as we all are aware of, this is originally from a relatively small team. It may have even been
one guy.
Yeah, I think.
It definitely started with one guy, but it quickly blossomed into now they have an entire. I mean, as annoyed as I am by some of the things that this game has wrought onto the industry, I mean, good on Mr. PlayerUnknown's, because I mean, you know, he's he started as a modder essentially, and now he's got his own game corporation. He's rolling in dough at this point. So hey, capitalism, good on that guy.
Yeah, there's
wow,
actually
PlayerUnknown. That sounds like a really good name for a battleground. They should call it that.
There's actually a podcast out there. Just gonna quickly pull up my phone and go through my podcasts to find this one, because Game Maker's Notebook, which is from the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. Yeah, that is correct. Their first
so it's official.
Yeah, their first episode is actually Ted Price from Insomniac Games talking with PlayerUnknown. And it's been a long while since I listened to it, but I recall that being quite interesting to listen. And then there's multiple episodes that I've only listened to a few ones, but there's always someone, not always Ted Price, but someone that is talking with some big person from, or well, not only big persons, but I guess renowned persons from the video game industry. So you have PlayerUnknown, you have the episode with Neil Druckmann and Herman Hulst, I think his name is, from Guerrilla Games.
The former head of Guerrilla, now the current head of Sony Worldwide Studios.
That is correct. And I know there's an episode with Todd Howard, and Cory Barlog, so like all these
a lot of interesting people.
Yeah, so that's definitely well worth recommending. If you want to listen to video game industry people talk about video games and their thought process and experiences in the industry and working with different studios and all that. And of course, as I said, with PlayerUnknown with the first episode. That's an extended magazine.
Oh, I switched to first person.
Ooh,
that's R1.
Let's reload these things.
Do you want to know how I got this scar?
I picked it up off of the ground.
Is there a way to, like, shoot yourself?
Probably not.
I can't think of
I do kind of wonder how many people have probably played Fortnite and then played this game and gone, oh, they copied Fortnite's Scar.
I would not be surprised.
If you are 12 years old...
So, as we've been alluding to, we're not really gonna talk about Fortnite, considering that's the next Battle Royale game
sorry,
we're gonna play.
sorry, misclick.
But there was that interesting...
Here, I've got a...
Sorry, I couldn't resist, because isn't that how this game usually goes, though, is you accident... Hey!
Okay, I got you, bro, I got you.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. No, that was a misclick. Totally. Is it doing anything? I'm holding square.
No.
There's like
You
no
don't.
prompt.
You tap it.
Oh.
There you go. Because isn't that how this game usually goes? Is your teammate accidentally does that and then you get sprayed down?
I got a trophy for that.
You got a trophy for that.
Here, let me get you a trophy. Loka, let me get you a trophy. Let me help you.
Wait, I may even... Is it a trophy for reviving, I guess? Because I may already have that. Also, I don't know if I care about trophies.
Let's maybe not with the team kills anymore.
This ain't casual in Siege.
Yeah. I mean, hey, for that board, we can always play Drippered around. I mean, this isn't PUBG, which I would love to play. But I think my computer would probably catch on fire.
Okay.
I thought there was a window. I thought it was a window. Like a glass window. So I break it.
No, I don't. No, if there's a window, I think you can very obviously tell because there's a tint to it.
Okay.
Do any of you need bandages or something?
No, I've picked up plenty. but I've had to go through
do you
several of
have
them already
bandages?
because of this guy.
What? No, what are you talking about? I would never do that. If you have any, that'd be great.
Oh yeah,
Right.
one thing this game does do well is
Yeah.
that it does copy Siege's lean mechanic, which is nice. It's like, why did more games not copy that?
I think I've dropped bandages now. It's on the ground here.
Oh, danke.
Yeah, so
This is going off. It's going really well.
so the whole reason we're doing this is kind of to go
We need
through
to move north.
the major battle royale games and kind of see how they each have evolved the genre. But one thing I also would find interesting, since these are like it's not like with, say, the Battlefield games where it's, you know, the evolution from game to game, but here you have
The
different
genre.
different takes on the genre. So I suppose one interesting, something that could be said at least is how each of these battle royale games kind of like what does each of these games do that is very specific to them and makes them unique in this sea of battle royales. I don't know
This
if
game has a terrible open world.
I was gonna say I don't know if this game really has anything unique about it, considering
It was the first.
yeah,
I think that's
Yeah.
where it gets its credit, is that this was really kind of the first.
yeah, and I mean that's fair and all. Since
I mean, it's got the same toxicity as a normal siege community. Any of them, even though it's
Well,
probably
I
just-
mean,
you call it one.
that's to be expected, because when Fortnite came out with their battle royale mode, remember when the PUBG Corp tried to sue Epic Games because they were
Yep.
copying? It's like, yeah. So I mean, I'm not necessarily surprised that the community. That's a paraglider.
I thought that was a bird.
Oh, there's people up ahead. There's people up ahead, and let's maybe hold your fire
Okay.
for a second.
yeah, I see movement beside that house. I think they may have
Oh,
seen
yep,
me.
yep.
What house? The house on the right or the house on the
I downed
left?
one.
There's-
The left one.
Nice. Breaching.
I'll see if I can support somehow. If I can figure out how the camera works.
Gosh,
It
the
works by
recoil.
not working.
Okay, I'm crawling behind cover, but the guy I downed is just kind of out in the open.
Okay.
Oh, that's a frag.
Ooh, not this time.
Okay, I'm looking at that barrel you were talking about, Loka. It does look like Zophia's gun.
Ah! Take your fire.
Where?
From your building, Dexter. First floor.
Okay.
Down them. Ooh, another one.
Okay.
He's between the two houses.
Oh,
Oh, there's a third guy.
Hold on.
sorry. He's got a dinner plate. He's in that house. If you have like a weapon of some kind.
I've only got 7 shots. Oh, hold on.
6 shots. This time, I have 6 shots. Coming up your building.
Yep.
You have a shotgun. I'd use your shotgun, not your UMP.
Ah. 60.
Oh, he's got Tachanka's gun.
Oh!
Yeah, no, that's a dinner plate.
That's what you meant by a dinner plate?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, maybe it would have been better if you said he's got Tachanka's old LMG instead of just like, oh, he's got a dinner plate. And considering that you can find frying pans, I thought you legitimately meant he had a literal dinner plate strapped to him as body armor or something.
Do you think they care about our input?
Probably not.
just asking for a friend.
So,
That's funny. Almost every one of my friends list is playing a bad game.
I did see
You
that.
two are playing PUBG.
I did see that Peel is playing Avengers.
Playing yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? He hasn't talked about Avengers in a while. He hasn't written an essay on why Avengers is an okay game.
I think that's because maybe he's starting to go through one of the stages of grief. So he's kind of at acceptance.
What?
He was at denial. Now he's maybe at acceptance.
Let's see here. There's depressed, which I think we are all in a permanent state. We play Siege. I'm pretty sure we're all depressed at some level. Grief. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a sort of a bad mood when I play this game. Although that could be the fact that I've seen PS2 games that look better than this.
Yeah.
Oof.
This, low-key, hang on, I've got to find it now. I think it was called ATV Off-Road Fury. I used to play this game as a kid because it had a free roaming mode where you can do Tony Hawk tricks on ATVs. It was awesome. Fury. Let's take Off-Road Fury 2. Why not? They're basically the same game. If this is just a screenshot, this, in my eyes, looks better. Nope, that's Morrowind. There we go. This looks better to me.
I think Morrowind has better draw distance than this game.
I mean, it does.
I mean, I think things maybe are a little more angular in that screenshot, but that's maybe the one thing this game has above that one. But yeah, overall, that screenshot does look better than.
It's got better draw distance, better textures, more color.
Oh yeah.
Less idiots.
Yeah,
That's all you want. That game was awesome.
I think this all goes back to the fact that this started as a one-man show and then got bigger from that. But it's definitely not the big AAA publisher money that was spent on this, which is quite telling. And I can at least say that, well, we are improving next time in terms of graphics. I will say that much, even though I don't want to say good things about that other game.
Next time
Isn't
we play,
that
it's
the
definitely
game?
going to be interesting because I think the reason people are down on that game is because of the cultural impact it's had, not necessarily on the qualities of the game itself. Because I think I might actually have some good things to say about that game in terms of gameplay, but then the cultural impact it has is a whole other thing. So
yeah. Let's see. Do we want to go to school? Maybe.
Not really, but
I haven't been to school in ages. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Ready to learn.
But going back to what this game does uniquely compared to other Battle Royale games, as we've said, not really that much unique going on since it is one of the original ones. But one thing
Oh my gosh! There's parachutes everywhere.
Oh no! I can't believe so many other people want to go to school. Why did we do this?
Oh, you know what this game has that other Battle Royales don't?
Yeah, there's this cluster of buildings over here. I'm going to this cluster of buildings. Forget school.
Yeah.
I don't know where I dropped. I don't know where you are. Okay, you're over there. I'm gonna run as fast as I can.
What this game doesn't have, I guess, than other games, is a revive. Ow! Stop! I hate this game. My neck looks like it's broken. Someone's shooting at me. I have no joy. Oh, I can take off stuff. Cool.
That's useful.
Don't revive me!
I think
Never
it's
mind.
too late.
Yeah. Oh boy, car 98. Let's see if I can do with this.
Oh no. We all know.
I'm gonna play the real best Battle Royale, Super Smash Brothers. Have fun.
Alright, I have a weapon.
No, that game doesn't even have Battle Royale in the title. If you want to play the real best Battle Royale, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Thank you very much.
Oh, don't even.
Yes.
That game was flawed and you know it, only because it tried to be different from Smash Brothers.
Ooh, an M249.
I have a Mark 47 47 mutant. I don't even know what that is. I guess
I think
it's
that's
a
one of the
weapon.
Iron Man suits.
You'd think so, but apparently I can hold it. I don't know how that works. Come on, pick up weapons. But to go back to what I suppose could be one of the unique aspects of this game compared with other Battle Royale games is that I wouldn't exactly say that this is a military themed game, but it's probably one of the closer ones to like the whole milsim aspect. Not quite
Like Arma.
I wouldn't be Arma. Yeah, I was about to say. I'm sure Arma has a battle royale mode for some reason. I don't know why. It might have been because
Everyone has a Battle
is...
Royale mode.
Yeah.
I think it's what I'm thinking of is I think that H1Z1 was built off of Arma or Arma 2, or maybe it was Daisy. I can't remember.
Of course, yes, all the Battle Royale games have guns and all that, but I wouldn't say that Fortnite is military themed or Apex. Like,
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
like going through all the major ones, I would say that PUBG and Warzone are probably the only ones. I suppose if you will, you could count Battlefield 5 or Firestorm in Battlefield 5.
That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist.
I'm more willing to put that into the World War II game area over the milsim or military specific thing, even though World War II is definitely very much military centric, but I'd say it's still a noticeable difference there.
Because it's old.
Yep. It's old wooden guns. Come on, pick up the stuff. Ooh, snipe. No,
Gosh, I don't even have a scope for this. Oh wait, hold on. 3 times scope. Why did it not auto-equip?
M24.
Because some things don't auto-equip if it can be equipped onto more than one thing.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess. So one thing that this game does terribly, and I think this is going to be a recurring theme for me at least in terms of some of the other games that we're going to be talking about, is, oh my gosh, this stupid inventory system. This was built for PC, not for console.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm going to say this, as even if you disagree with me, I think Apex has a better system, even though it does a similar thing. At least there, you can go to the thing you want, and then, like let's say I got a scope, and I didn't auto-equip it, and you're dead. I can just press square on the scope in my inventory, and it'll automatically equip to whatever gun I choose. Like I have on me right now. I think it'll make more sense, what I'm trying to say, whenever we actually play it. But until then, I'm going to sound like a fool.
Yeah, because of the attachments and stuff. Yeah, no, Apex definitely has a better system in terms of.
Oh yeah.
In terms of that stuff, but.
Yeah, I remember that much. Lots of ammo. I've found a literal gold mine in terms of ammo.
Nice.
It's so much that I literally can't carry more. Insert that old meme why can't I hold all these
There's
ammo?
someone in your building, Loka. There's someone in your building, Loka.
Yep. Oh, this was not an auto weapon.
Said.
I don't even know what weapon I had equipped then. It was not automatic. And I was banking on it. It's all up to you now. Finish the mission.
I'm out of ammo! No!
Oh no!
Ah! Oh, well.
Master Chief, do you mind telling me what you're doing in PUBG? Sir, I'm finishing the fight. Even though
Okay,
that's
I got it.
actual quote.
I gotta see where I got shot from. Yeah, and so, again, another thing of, this inventory system sucks because it was built for PC, not for consoles. I think the movement is maybe the exact same because of the aiming, maybe I need to like play. I never do this, but maybe I need to play with the sensitivity in the settings. Okay, yeah, so because the movement in this game is, but I'll actually messing with the sensitivity might make it worse potentially.
But it could make it better. But at that point, I think you should just stop playing.
It's a dangerous game.
Oh, what? There was another. Okay. There was another person. That's who got me. Okay, that's fine. I thought that the person that I had been shooting at somehow, when he'd run inside the building, had somehow shot me through the floor or something. When it was, and that's another thing is this game is never very clear on who kills you and why unless you go and watch that death cam. It's like and it takes like a whole 20 seconds to load that. I would rather it be the camera instantly lock onto who killed you instead of just here's your dead body and then maybe someone will run up and grab your stuff, or maybe it was a sniper on a hill 30 meters away. So
you know what's I just forgot that Steve is in Smash Ultimate, and they have a spirit for him, like a spirit for him, and like basically a PNG file that helps you fight people. This feels so weird. I'm sorry. It'd be like if they made another PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale outside of that mobile game one.
Well, that came out with the original. It was kind of a tie-in thing. So it's like Ratchet and Clank before the Nexus.
Oh, that doesn't count. That's not even a game. It's a social experiment.
Well, I mean, it came out with Into the Nexus as a tie-in thing. So wasn't it like a Temple Run Endless Runner time?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
That.
So I don't know. Maybe if maybe this isn't. It does this better than it certainly gives it an identity, but the jank is definitely something that makes this game stand out as opposed to some of the others, just because of how much this is built for PC. And then do you guys remember when this came to Xbox? Because it took a while for it to actually come to PlayStation.
Yep.
And by the time it can't be argued that by the time it did come to PlayStation, no one cared anymore. And the only reason people played on PlayStation is because it's cross-play and it was free with PlayStation Plus. But remember when it came to Xbox One for the first time and it was just like more unplayable than it already is?
I don't remember that.
It was bad. I remember seeing so. I mean, you think it runs poorly now? It was like worse than Cyberpunk.
That's saying something.
I know.
Yeah. I was about to say that speaks volumes. Okay,
you know what? I'm gonna have fun, so I'm gonna jump out like as soon as this thing. Is that a bad idea?
But did you already? Okay, so I saw your little icon and then it disappeared when you were saying that. So I thought you had already jumped.
No, but I'm seriously debating it.
Well, I was about to say because if you had jumped out right there, I think you would have landed in the water and would have had to swim all the way to shore. So that's why I was about to say that's
big.
Yes, that's another thing. Is that these land masses are way too big, and the fact that is that there is no starting circle, so you don't know where the heck you're going.
Oh, you jumped already.
Yes, I have.
You have so much to live for. Don't do it.
We're playing PUBG. I have nothing to live for.
Oh, I guess you're right. I mean, hey, you're playing PUBG, so that makes you a South Korean citizen by law.
I have just one thing to say to that. What?
Yeah.
This game is huge in South Korea.
Is
Actually,
it?
in all of Southeast Asia, if I remember correctly. Big in India. I think it's fairly popular in Japan.
Maybe because it doesn't take much to run.
Yeah, apparently just a phone.
That would. Oh yeah,
And I wouldn't be
I can definitely see the phone version being super big over there because
Ooh, Vector.
that's just how things apparently work
Vector!
over there. Portable Warthog, nice.
Oh, no. Oh, you're right. I don't like that. Can I have 2 machetes?
Yes, but you cannot have both of them equipped at the same time. So you just really
Dang
have
it.
backup.
Can't dual wield.
SMH
worst game
uninstalling.
Whee!
So is Talos technically divine? I hate to get political and all.
I have no idea what any of the words you just said meant.
Is Talos a divine or not?
Oh, I thought you said Thanos at first. You
No.
You meant the Elder Scrolls god.
Talos. Oh,
I thought
Talos!
I thought you were talking about a Destiny character. I'm like, what?
Oh no, you still haven't played Skyrim or an Elder Scrolls game, have you?
No, I have not.
Oh,
And
they're
I never
so
will
good.
because Bethesda is never coming to PlayStation ever again.
Oof.
We still have Skyrim. Actually, speaking of Bethesda, Fallout 76 has a Battle Royale mode.
Of course, it
You're
does.
right. I forgot.
Now, I wonder if that is theoretically better than this. I know we're talking about Fallout 76, but...
That's
in terms of just general gameplay, maybe. But in terms of just overall experience, I don't know if it's much better. Because it's definitely gonna be jank, but at least it's gonna control competently. Because I think that's the main takeaway from Fallout 4, and 76 looks the exact same.
It's the exact same, but with terrible VATs. Oh, boy. Look at how far we have to run.
oh dear.
Come on,
That's
You know what's funny?
yeah, that's something.
People call Fallout a walking simulator. No. This is a walking simulator. At least there you have things to do in Fallout.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
creepy doll sitting in a chair.
Yeah, oh my gosh, the dolls in this game. I was playing yesterday. I don't know how many of those stupid dolls freaked me out. I'm playing solo and I'm clearing a house, and then I turn the corner and there's just a baby doll sitting in the chair staring at me, and I almost blew its head straight off. But I realized it wasn't moving and it wasn't a threat. But I was like, ah!
Well, okay, so I guess while you were doing that, I'm still trying to get that stupid Dice LA skin in Battlefield 4, and everyone keeps killing me when I get up to that stupid windmill. Which, I mean, not a future game night, but if we want to try going... Have you done the Megalodon Easter egg yet, Prentice?
Oh, I did that years ago.
I swear, I'm the only one who hasn't done it.
I've technically haven't done it, but I have witnessed it.
That's it. I remember seeing that video. I thought you activated it, though.
No, I learned that you actually needed to do something before that, and I think it was some sort of grind to do that, but I don't remember. I think you had to unlock something or something. I just don't remember what, and I just like, well, I ain't got time to do that now.
Oh, folding stock for the Scorpia. Scorpion? Really? I didn't know that was in this game.
Micro Uzi.
That stupid little... Yeah. The stupid, like, machine pistol that also counts as an SMG in some games. Oh, speaking of which...
Definitely that. Oh, I guess I don't need these.
Flash hider.
Why do I have a feeling we need to move
So,
pretty
yeah,
soon?
I was about to say the storm is coming in. The mysterious electrical storm is coming in. I don't know where a vehicle is nearby, so we should probably just start hoofing it and hope for the best.
Yep. How do I... There we go.
That's actually my philosophy for life.
Just start hoofing it and hope for the best?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you could do worse. Alright.
What do I have on already? Is that a flash hider?
Run.
That is a flash.
Now I actually thought of something else that I think separate this game from other Battle Royale games, and it hasn't really been demonstrated since I think we've been playing on the same map all these couple of games. But
oh, there are different maps.
yeah, like this game actually has different maps, because when you look at the other ones we're gonna play, you may
There's, like,
have different
one-
maps, but it seems to be more common to do the Fortnite approach
People
of
have been through here.
just having one map and then change the map from season to season and updates.
Can you use your parachute, like, outside of the initial drop?
I don't think so.
No idea. I don't think I've ever tried
No,
it.
you cannot. You cannot. No.
Oh. Oh, surely we won't be shot by a sniper when running through a field.
We will, and don't call me Shirley.
That never happens. Yeah, I'm interested to see because you know the Verdansk map is going to get nuked. Rumor is back again, and it seems to pop up all the time. It's at this point the Verdansk map is going to get nuked. Rumor is I don't think it's actually true. I think it's one of those things like Kathleen Kennedy has been fired by Disney thing that people are hoping. If they hope really, really hard, they will will it into existence, and I'm not sure it's ever going to happen. Well, okay, hold on. This time around, there have been leaked voice lines for an upcoming limited time mode that do talk about nukes, but I think that's only in a. I don't think that's going to be a permanent map change. I think that's like an ending cutscene thing for the end of a round, and then I don't think that's going to be a permanent map change.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that that actually related to Star Wars, but not the Kathleen Kennedy thing. But I don't know if it's really appropriate either, since we don't really know what's gonna happen yet. But the whole Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka.
What?
When people are just going on that and being like, "Oh, it's definitely happening! It's definitely happening," and they were going that for a long time.
Yeah, that's one of the rare instances where that did get willed into existence for sure, because it was because they even talked about it in the behind the scenes thing for the Mandalorian season 2, where someone made that tweet at Rosario Dawson. She said she'd be up for it. Dave Filoni then saw said tweet and then thought, yeah, that's a good idea. And then Mandalorian season 2 came. Oh, there's people in front of us.
I think we're doomed because we have the storm coming up on us.
Well, but the thing is that the initial
storm is super slow.
Yeah, it does not do a lot of damage.
Oh,
initially.
Now that tells you how little I played this game over, say, Warzone.
So we might be fine, but there is this guy over to our southeast, 145. He's climbing this hill over here, in front of us.
Yeah, I see.
We're gonna have to worry about him. So yeah, the Rosario Dawson as a Ahsoka thing definitely was definitely something that was willed into existence, but that does not happen often.
Yeah, it's
So-
very rare.
Yeah. So just speaking of the Kathleen Kennedy thing, did you see the thing from the Disney investor call the other day?
Probably
No,
seen
if you're-
it, but I probably didn't see the specifics.
Okay, there's a guy on a bike over to our northeast 60. Oh, and a car. There's a car too as well. So
Is
so
this what they said on
basically,
the?
so one of the investors asked about Kathleen Kennedy because there's always these guy on a bike behind us.
Oh yeah, I heard.
I knocked one with the Vector.
Nice.
I'm out of ammo with it. I got him. I
Yeah.
got a kill. I got a
Nice.
kill. Oh, you got to hold to reload. Hold to reload.
Yeah, no, it's this game bad.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm taking fire.
Shots fired.
Tree in front of me. I'm down. Tree right in front of me.
Do you have an idea how little that narrows it down?
Do you not see him? He was right in front of me. Like directly in front of me.
This game has an auto run, so I'm just gonna.
It could be this
You know what?
tree, but I'm not. Oh wait. I think yeah. Oh. Ah. Yeah. It was the tree. I figured. I got some shots off, but I don't know if I actually hit. Because I was not prepared for that recoil. Oh, that's just rude.
No, I think. Oh, okay.
Or is it
That's
just?
interesting.
I don't know what's going on.
I think what he was doing. So this is something that we can definitely talk about with the battle royales. Is that I'm so happy for this change in Warzone. Is that all your stuff is in a box, and you got to open up the box and rifle through the and so if you kill someone, you got to rifle through their inventory in said box, and to be able to find anything interesting. And so I think that guy was moving around while looting through the box to make sure he didn't get shot from anywhere. I think that's what that was.
I'm just gonna check Twitter.
So what was the investor call thing?
Yeah, so this investor at this Disney investor call asked what the status of Kathleen Kennedy is because there's always these quote unquote rumors online about her getting fired because people are trying to will this into this existence. And Bob Iger said plainly that Kathleen Kennedy has done a great job, and that we are looking forward to working with her as the head of Lucasfilm for years to come.
Okay.
Which so hopefully that means an end to the stupid Mike Zeroff clickbaity headline YouTube videos. This is the end for Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
That these people have been doing for like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah. I would like
Aren't
that to
these the
stop.
same guys who have insider information on Battlefront 3 getting released?
No,
Wouldn't surprise
these are
me.
never this. No, the people that spread these rumors never actually have any sort of insider information, and it's so obvious because for one thing, if you have insider information on something, you're either working at an actual publication like Variety or Deadline, an actual journalism website. You don't just run your own YouTube channel, and two, you don't flaunt that. I don't think.
Yeah.
Because if you have access like that, then I don't think you're going to be waving it around saying, "Look, I know all these secret people on the inside that are giving me every little tidbit of information." That's like a spy going, "Hey everyone, I'm a spy. I'm stealing your secrets. You can't do anything about it though." And then he immediately gets shot. That's just not how it works. So
You know what? I had fun this round. Really had fun.
I can tell
Just
through the
run.
chat. Because Daxter wrote gameplay, and I don't even care.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that was.
yeah, like on that note, like just to give a
I was
comparison.
about to try. Ugh.
of when it comes to leaks and such is, of course, the one and only gaming journalist that we ever mention, and that is, of course, Jason Schreier. And I know he has said like something about how his views are on game leaks, in that in some cases, or like in a lot of cases, he may sit on insider information but doesn't want to reveal it, which I think is completely understandable, since I can definitely understand these developers when they're like really excited to reveal something and then it gets leaked beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are instances where stuff might be the right call, which he did with Fallout 76. Speaking of, because when that game was revealed, Bethesda didn't say anything about what it was. They just showed a Fallout-esque Fallout-esque trailer, and based on that, people would definitely assume that, oh, it's another Fallout game. Yeah, basically.
I remember this. Yeah, people were going, "Oh, it's Fallout 5. It's Fallout 5," and then Schreier's like, "No, it's actually this thing called Fallout 76, and it's a multiplayer-only title." And everyone's like, "No, that's not real." And then Bethesda went, "No, he's right. That's exactly what it is." And it's like, "What are you doing?" It's so crazy because Bethesda, from my perspective, Bethesda was oh yeah, these guys make good yet janky games. It's like they're janky, but there's it sort of gives the games a little bit of a personality. It's like Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim. It's like they've got some jank to them, but these are some of the best games of all time. These are some of the best RPGs of all time. So you kind of forgive them for that. And then Fallout 4 came out, and then even the pre-release cycle for Fallout 4. Because it was, hey, this game comes out in 6 months, and this is the first time you guys are hearing about it. And that was pretty cool. That you didn't hear about a game, and then 4 years later, it's finally out. So it was nice that there was this. And then reviews were kind of mixed for that. It was like, okay, but we kind of had our expectations in check because we only had 6 months, or something to wait for this game. And then kind of like immediately after that, they just immediately started going. I mean, also I will also mention the. Doom 2016 and the Wolfenstein games came out in around that time as well. But then about immediately after that, Fallout 76, and then after that, they were kind of like every decision they made since then was just awful, and they started going downhill real fast. And now they're kind of a husk of their former selves of just 4 years ago, and now they're a Microsoft studio. So
yep.
So that's another thing I kind of questioned with the.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to these buildings though.
That's good.
So that might give us an advantage, but that is something I wonder is that Microsoft is not necessarily the best when it comes to managing their studios either. So I do kind of wonder how Bethesda under Microsoft is going to fare, because it's like. Oh
my gosh, where did I put my clothes?
Yeah, I was wondering that in the pre-match thing. Like, have you decided to return to monkey or something?
Oh my gosh!
React humanity, return to monkey.
No. Okay, so I took off my clothes, which, if you're joining us now, hi. This isn't normal, I swear.
It's like, all right, where did I put my clothes? It's like, what?
No, I took them off just for the lulz. And I thought they would be re-equipped whenever we entered like the actual game mode.
Well, you were wrong on that.
Playing. I was very wrong on that. Ooh, Panzerfaust.
Ooh.
Hang on, where are you guys?
Yeah, there's some good stuff in here, Loka. Here, I need this green ammo for. Here we go.
What does this thing do?
No. Yeah, no. That is the business end of a Panzerfaust, so I don't need to be seeing that. Also, there's a backpack here on the ground. What's that?
Yeah, as I was gonna lead to with the Jason Schreier's decision of leaking info for Fallout 76. That was not because, as I said, they were doing the Fallout-esque trailer and pushing pre-orders, and everyone just assumed that, oh, this is, as Prentice said, this is Fallout 5, but it was this other thing, so that they were...
That no one really wanted.
Yeah, so they were definitely sort of
Does
dishonest.
anyone want to take my anyone want to take my pension, Faust? I don't trust myself with that thing.
Yo, I just found Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut up here.
Oh, really?
High ground's covered in sand.
I need to see
No, I mean
this.
it actually looks like a hut on Tatooine. I'm up on the hill.
All right, hang on.
Oh,
and there's more, and there's
does-
more to our east.
it does look
there's
like
more
it.
to our east. Moss Eisley Spaceport. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
They got a vector in here. A more civilized age. Yeah, right.
See, look, come out here and look at this, and there's the city in the distance. I mean,
oh,
is
this
that
is
not
perfect.
That's hilarious.
Deploying nitro.
No. Also, where did
What
the
does it do?
pound?
Oh, that's what it does. I thought it was like a C4. It's here. Watch this. I'll put it on you, Loka. Hang on.
I'd prefer not.
Come on. I need. Let me see if friendly fire's on. Let me see if friendly fire's on, man.
No, we've already tried that. We don't need to try that again. Alright, I have the high ground.
You underestimate my nitro throwing range.
I don't like that sound. Just beep!
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Man, there's a lot of sand. It's rough and coarse.
It's irritating.
It's get everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, I guess we're firing off of all the Star Wars
All the-
cylinders right now.
Well, we have to find
Yeah.
some joy out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to that I just say more. I don't know if that was.
Oh, and we got sequels.
as direct. Like fire everything we have on that one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft Surface Pro 7, MacBook Pro. Surface comes with a pen and touchscreen. Mac gave
Okay, so I guess we're
What?
listening to a
An
Microsoft
ad, hang on.
commercial right now.
Hang on. Where'd you go?
Target to our northwest, 340. 2 targets.
Ooh, yeah, I see him. I see him. Oh, that was a strange jump. Oh. He was definitely
I'll do
leaning.
this later. I see him.
Yeah, probably not do it now while we're getting shot.
Ooh, that's a sniper shot somewhere.
Oh, that was why I was crawling so slow.
You're down? Or
No,
are you just prone?
I was in aim mode.
Ah!
Oh, hang on. Can you get behind? Can you come over to me? It's safe here.
Well, I'm kind of closer to
Oh, you
him,
got
so
him?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, I got him.
Sniper with a Car 98.
Of course,
Is
it's
this
a
not
Car
Warzone?
98.
Oh, hello there. Hello there.
Okay.
It's on me.
I'm healing up. Hold on.
It's
Okay.
on me. Please
Alright,
come.
I'll see if I can
He's
sneak up.
right there.
Please don't. He's coming up the hill.
Ah! He got me.
Just withstand. Just withstand.
Come on.
But they took that out.
Yeah, so another thing to note about this game is that crossplay is enabled. I think those were mouse
PC
and keyboard
players.
people. Because
Twitchy?
no, I wouldn't even say twitchy. I just feel like that guy moved like he wasn't moving through molasses like we were.
Like he actually knew what he was doing?
I don't even think it has anything to do with knowing what you're doing or not. It's just that he was moving at a speed that was not super slow, like we are, because we're on controller. I mean, that guy had his back to me, and then he turned around and sprayed me down way faster than he should have been able to.
Well, maybe we can turn off crossplay.
A controller. I mean, can we look at maybe as party leader? You would be the one that would be able to do that.
Check system menu settings.
Yeah, I think that maybe
gameplay.
No, that's
cross-platform play.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I should go to options, not the store. Let's see.
You've fallen into their trap, Loka. You've fallen into their trap. You've got.
All right, let's see.
Looking for
there
options,
we go.
you wander into the store.
Cross-platform play disabled. There we go. That's the first time I've
we can actually have fun.
disabled. Now we won't get immediately destroyed by people that have better gaming equipment.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! I just got a gas mask.
What does that protect against?
Nothing. It's the same one I have on right now.
What's this? Pizza?
No one
What's
else
this
eats
for?
the hut.
Oh, it's for the calling card thingy.
Oh, I thought you actually had pizza.
Oh.
I got an award called Decisive, and then for surviving during engagements. Average length survived during engagements 32 seconds.
Well, I am running on PS4.
That reminds me of my ex-girlfriend.
If you mean platform tech.
Oh, this map looks bigger.
I still haven't loaded
yet.
You're playing on the PS5, aren't you?
Yes, he is probably.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, you're not? Are you?
No,
are you not?
I totally am. I totally am.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this
He
guy
also
has
get mad
the
whenever I mention
audacity
my.
to play on the PS5.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, how's he loaded in already? And it's like, oh wait, it's because he's got the PlayStation 5. That SSD.
Hard drive. The SSD master race.
Get on my level, nerds.
And you know what's super funny? You say get on my level, nerds, but you're playing PUBG on a PS5. So really, who's the one really kind of messing up here?
No, you said this would be a good idea. This would be fun. This would be a great use of our time.
To be fair,
I could have been out looking for Vigil's parents, but no, we just had to play this.
To be fair, no one said this was gonna be fun. We said it was gonna be interesting and possibly cursed.
No, you only said that about Smonk. You only said that about Smonk.
So Loka, are you loaded in yet?
Yep.
Hey,
I am not. I think my game has crashed. I'm stuck on the loading screen, and the
your
little PUBG
body's
logo
here.
in the bottom.
Yeah, your player model is here, and we're punching it.
Well, I'm stuck on the loading screen. The little PUBG logo that moves around to signify loading it's disappeared. It's just not there.
Oh no, he disappeared.
We deleted him.
We deleted him out of existence. Let's see.
Okay,
well, I guess we'll go back to the menu then.
Oh man, that means I have to
retrieve
load again.
You have to load for like half a second.
It is an unusually long amount of time. Leave match. Yes, I'm sure I want to leave this match.
And the opening cutscene for this PUBG Corporation logo thing stutters every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's even on the PS5.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. That actually reminds me, what season are they on? Because they've been going on for a
10.
while. 10.
They haven't been going on for 10 years, but I'm sure there's like a season every like 4
3
years
months or
four,
whatever.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
4 months.
Every
4 months.
there's like every quarter there's a new season. Speaking of new season, a certain game which will go unnamed in this stream, even though we've probably been referencing it accidentally, is getting into year 6, season 1 on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
boy,
I'm automatically in a squad with you guys.
Yeah.
So if you want to play as Blackbeard before he just evaporates,
Now's your chance. Because it's not gonna
if
be
you
fun.
if you want to still have fun without having the attackers have all the advantage while you're a defender, because I know that's how the gameplay is going to shift. I'm calling it now.
I actually played Siege earlier today, and I definitely played as Blackbeard a few rounds.
I played as Mozzie because, I mean, he's got that cool new skin. I just don't like seeing Mozzie's mustache. I think it's cursed.
Mozzarella.
That's not
even
that bad.
more cursed.
Actually-
Alright, I'm here this time. Yay.
Oh, okay, that's why I couldn't walk there, because a player model was loading in. Whoa! People are just appearing out of thin air.
So is PUBG more like Ohio or Florida?
I'd say
haven't,
Ohio because it's not tropical. Florida is tropical.
Florida's got them gators.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they do.
I mean, that
What's
was
even-
my.
That's
You know what's even funnier is they eat those things.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, people, gator, people.
It
fix
tastes
gator.
like chicken, according to Florida people.
But it's more popular in Louisiana. Louisiana is
it
really
is.
the place. Yeah, Louisiana is really the place where gator
I
is a
think
big delicacy.
I think of unhealthy food when I think of Louisiana. Like, there's vegetables, sure, but they've been fried.
Yeah, everything in Louisiana is fried. That's
It's fried or it's gumboed. Which,
Yeah,
I could go
it's
for some
the-
gumbo.
So it'd be interesting if they add is Warzone's already sort of kind of done this, but maybe this is something that needs to be added to these battle royale games to add just a little bit more of a different edge to it and to give bad players maybe something else to do besides just die. Is add in like we're just beating up on this poor person. What?
How dare this person emote on us?
Yeah.
I don't even know how you do emote.
Neither do I.
I'm pressing every conceivable button. There are no throwables. There are no meds.
Let's see, there has to
Neo,
be
I'm gonna break your kneecaps.
I'm in first person. I'm in third person. Okay.
controller settings. There we go. I'm literally
And we're
not
in.
seeing anything.
I wonder if that's a PC only thing.
I doubt it, because you can
Maybe?
press R3
I mean, they have-
twice, and
they-
you can
They
yell
got more
things like...
buttons than we do.
Really? How many?
I mean,
Lots more.
yeah.
I mean, they have one for every letter of the alphabet, so right there, that's 26.
Yeah, we're only lowly console peasants. In case that wasn't clear before.
Yes.
So,
Alright, where are
Say
we
what you
dropping,
will.
boys?
that way. To your right.
It looks like there's a city, like... Oh, Daxter's already jumped.
Well, I guess we gotta...
There's like a power grid thing, and I figured, oh, no one's gonna be here. Actually, I'm pretty clear over here.
Yeah,
There are a couple buildings.
it's funny you call this lowly console peasants, and some of us are, two of us are even more lowly console peasants than the other lowly console peasant.
Yeah,
Enemy
that is
sighted. Requesting backup.
true. Whee.
The range you get out of this parachute when it is that... Oh my, I just floated right down. There was no... I did not get any distance out of that whatsoever.
You know your game worlds may be too big whenever there's nothing to do in them, and there is an auto run button.
I suppose that's actually one of the other things that this game really has.
But is that a good
going.
thing?
I mean, no, but I suppose it's unique.
There's a guy close to you,
specifically-
Loka.
Oh no, I'm running towards. Well, I'm running from the hills, so I guess I can't go Iron Maiden.
Oh, there's a sawed off? Huh.
There probably is a lot. Whoa! Whoa! There's probably a lot of garbage loot
no.
here. I was about to
No,
say
no.
before running into someone with a shotgun. Oh boy!
No, it's the super shotty from Doom. It's just the sawed off super shotty.
I wonder if I can.
I mean, it doesn't have like
Here's
the
a pistol. Maybe I can sneak. Do a sneak.
sneak. I want the Vector.
Suddenly I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. Somehow.
But even that has a. Actually, I'm shocked Konami hasn't done this, and I'm probably saying this is going to make it happen. I'm glad there's not a battle royale based off of the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
You probably shouldn't have said that because now they're definitely doing one. Ah. Oh gosh.
Actually, I think they do that with Silent Hill first because they seem to be completely tone deaf about that.
Well, so there is Metal Gear Survive. I think that might have a battle royale.
That is not. No, it's a zombie game without Metal Gear.
Well, it's still a Metal Gear game by name alone, even if it is an abomination. But since there is a multiplayer component to that game, it would not surprise me if that has a battle royale mode.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
It really doesn't. It doesn't.
It did look like he was wearing armor. Some type of armor.
I'm tempted to use the AKM, but I like the Vector.
There's people all around you, by the way. So as while you're doing your shopping there's people just waiting to kill you.
And this is different from America How? At least in the past couple of years. Or year. Oh, happy anniversary, COVID. Or happy birthday.
Is that... that's... Of all the cursed things you could say. And... I don't know if that's actually technically true. Since, I mean, it started in 2019 in China.
Yeah, but the official
lockdown,
everything shut down. The official when everything shut down, that was the other day. Yeah.
At least, yeah. I was supposed to say at least here.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things.
I think it was about around the same time over here as well.
Is that a Glock?
It is a Glock.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
So this is one of the things that I'm glad that other battle royale games have kind of fixed. Since this one came out is the kind of getting your you need to reload that, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I just saw the big red zero. I'm like, he's gonna turn a corner. There's gonna be people right there, and he's gonna go click click, and he's gonna get shot. But
being there
is that so? Loka and I are just dead right now, and now we have to wait however long it takes for this guy to get killed. Because let's face it, this is trios. He's on his own. There's no way he's gonna win this.
What?
I mean, maybe it's also Daxter. Also, it's PUBG with awful controls where you fight the game more than you actually fight the people. So and we just have to sit here and watch him. Where in Apex or Warzone, there would at least be some sort of semblance of a chance that one or both of us could be brought back in somehow. So those are really good innovations that were made on the genre.
Yeah.
Since that we will obviously get to, but for now we're stuck here just spectating because we died immediately.
Yep, it's definitely the Battle Royale experience TM. The OG.
TM.
because that's definitely one of those things when looking at exactly, you can buy people back in Warzone. I don't remember how. Actually, no, I do remember how it works in Apex, but that's besides the point. Like that's definitely one of the big things when you look at Battle Royale games, and like the like both the appeal of it, but also like how could people possibly play this? Because there's it's so random. You can have a lot of downtown where nothing happens, and then you have other matches where you drop in and it's chaotic, like from the get-go.
Yeah.
But I
remember back when we played it on my stream a while back, and it's like we only played like what three? We only played like 3 matches tops, maybe not even 3. Maybe it was just the 2. But the first one we played, I dropped in away from you guys, having never even played the game before, had no idea what I was doing, and I died immediately. And so and then I sat there and I spectated you guys, and you guys got the win because the rando carried us. And then the second one we played, we went in there and we got second place, but most of that second match was spent just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and then it got chaotic there at the very, very end.
Yeah. But I suppose.
So yeah, there's a lot of downtime.
Yeah, but on the other flip side, I suppose that's also the appeal in that you do have room for a lot of play styles like this. You know, if you want to essentially.
It's a good sandbox for sure.
Yeah, if you want to Metal Gear Solid your way through in guns blazing, you can also do that.
Probably get killed, but you can do that.
Yeah.
and then there's going to be, and then Fortnite it will open up even more possibilities because because of the build mechanics in that game.
You have to bring that game up.
I mean, we have to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks from now, we're gonna be suffering.
Wait, we're not doing anything next week, are we? Or is that something else you have in mind, or I don't know, content?
So in terms of this whole Battle Royale retrospective
Schedule.
Or whatever we're calling this, like
mistake.
We're gonna do every other week is gonna be a Battle Royale game, so that way we kind of get through them in a decent pace.
Okay, yeah, that makes and we don't kill ourselves.
Yeah, exactly, because I feel like 4 or 5 weeks or however many it ends up, I'm not entirely sure, like in a row just playing Battle Royale games, even if they are different, that's probably not so fun.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, so next weekend is gonna be something different.
Arizona be like.
And by the time we get to Warzone as well, it'll be right around the time where the new season will be.
Yeah.
Coming in. So
I suppose
really?
I suppose if you will, you could call this Road to Warzone Black Ops Season 3. Because now you have to specify. Because it's not just Season 3, it's Black Ops Season 3.
Yes.
And we don't even know if Modern Warfare is getting any new content.
Well, so that's the weird thing
I saw the 2 weapons,
there is new content that's ready to go, and they could drop it at any time because it's been found in the game files. But it's just a matter of they just haven't dropped it yet for whatever reason. So I don't know really what they're waiting for. A theory I have that I haven't seen anyone floating around is that you know there's been other rumors that a Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster is imminent. So I wonder.
Just release the multiplayer at this point. Combine Modern Warfare 2 and 3, since they're basically the same thing, and you still have 2 very different styles of play. Like I don't know, what am I trying to say?
Well,
you'll still have people playing Warzone and buying your Warzone crap, but at the same time you'll have more people buying Modern Warfare 3 crap. and Modern Warfare 2 crap, the Spec Ops, like, it include both Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops missions, and multiplayer.
That's legitimately what I was about to say.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, because that's one of the rumors about the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster is that in it, and this is why I don't necessarily believe it completely, but I don't think they're too far off. Is that the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster includes the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, not the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, but the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, which is kind of I know, which is a little odd, but I mean when you look at the two. Yeah, when you look at the two multiplayers, Modern Warfare 2 is obviously the more popular and probably the better, more fun, frenetic, fast-paced multiplayer out of the two, even if the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer is probably on hand, a little more balanced. But again, because everything was unbalanced in Modern Warfare 2, that actually made everything balanced. It's like Syndrome, when everyone's super, no one will be. So I'm wondering if like the Soap McTavish skin that is in the Modern Warfare 2019 files, if that's like Scuba Ghost from the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster, if he's in there because they're going to include him as a purchase incentive from the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster. And then of course I don't completely believe all the rumors that are floating, but I think that there is some truth buried in there. Like I'm not sure that the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is going to be coming to the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster.
That makes little sense.
And because that doesn't make that much sense. It would make sense if instead what it was is that the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster got a title update and it became the Modern Warfare 2 and 3 remaster, and it included, and then they brought in the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer in there. So you play through the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, you play through the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, you play the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer all in the same title, all in the same, one single application on your console. That I think would be a little more believable. And again, and because now we're in Cold War territory and we're not, and Modern Warfare 2019 isn't getting any new content. Now I think you could release that multiplayer separately because because there is a big difference between at this point there is a big difference between the Infinity Ward and the Treyarch style of play for the two games because they're running on different engines now, and so then they both feel different, and so then there's also the different styles of the game. So I think you could do that now and maybe include the Spec Ops missions and stuff. So I don't necessarily.
If they do, I will buy it.
Oh yeah, no, well, and that's another thing is it going to be an add-on or is it going to be something that just or is it just going to be a free content update if they do like that whole the multiplayer is coming as well. So is it going to actually be something you buy, or is it going to be a free update for those who own it, and then it just goes from being like a $20 package for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster? It's like a $20 game. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And then for those that don't own it, it then goes from being a $20 game to being like a $40 or $50 game, since it's got a whole two campaigns and a remastered multiplayer suite in it now. So I think that's maybe plausible. Am I necessarily sure it's going to happen? I don't know. I think no matter what, a Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster has to be coming at some point, right? Because it would be weird to remaster the campaigns of the first two games and just never touch the third one.
You say that? I swear someone did something like that. I don't know if I can't remember who, though. And I'm not being sarcastic. I swear something like that's happened, where there was supposed to be a remaster.
It wouldn't surprise me. There's been enough game remasters over time that it's possible.
Yeah.
So, is there a second story to this barn? It needs a longer scope for this.
Oh, I think I maybe hear footsteps around you, or is that just the creaking of the building? That must have just been the creaking of the building.
Gets executed.
Oh, and speaking of Modern Warfare 2019, I had to purchase some music off of iTunes for one of my stop motion projects, but the only Apple gift card denomination they had was like $25, which was way more than I needed. So I just thought to myself, so maybe I should splurge here and get some other music. So I went ahead and I also got the soundtrack to Modern Warfare 2019 while I was at it, because is that a good soundtrack, and I've been listening to it over the last week or so. It's like, oh man, I don't know. This is maybe controversial, but of the 4 Modern Warfare games that there have been, I'm kind of maybe starting to think.
Hang on.
Maybe starting to think that Modern Warfare 2019 maybe has the best soundtrack.
I can see that turning people's heads towards you.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be like, but Modern Warfare 2!
And Modern Warfare 2 is, that's what honestly, I know that, people point out like old Mario and Zelda and stuff like that, and there is definitely a case, those soundtracks are also great, and especially because of when they were made, and like with the whole, and they weren't actually made with instruments, and so just the orchestration of the themes, that's just catchy music. So all of that, of course. But Modern Warfare 2, that's up there in terms of one of the best game soundtracks of all time. I feel like. So yes, it is amazing, but I don't know. There's just something about the Modern Warfare 2019 soundtrack that I feel like it's maybe a little more. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe more developed, because I think it's really quick. Let's just rank them. I think Modern Warfare 2 and 2019 are probably tied for best.
In terms of gameplay or soundtrack?
Soundtrack. We're talking soundtrack here.
All right.
Because Call of Duty 4 has a really good soundtrack too, but I don't think it's up to Modern Warfare 2's caliber. And then Modern Warfare 3, it also has a good soundtrack, but I think it's easily the worst of the 4.
Yeah,
but even that doesn't mean it's bad.
More generic.
That doesn't mean
yeah. It's still
it's
great.
It's got some good
really
themes,
good tracks, like
Death.
that one and the final mission when you're going in with the jogging out suits. I don't remember the name of that track, but that one is pretty great.
So that track I've come to learn has 2 different names. On the original soundtrack release that I think you can still buy off of iTunes and stuff right now, it's called Arabian Endgame. That's the name. That's the name.
I remember.
That's the name that Brian Tyler gave it for the soundtrack release. Brian Tyler's the composer who did Modern Warfare 3. But that track is also available as a war track at Warzone and Modern Warfare 2019. So you can have it equipped on your vehicles. When you have it equipped for your war tracks when you're in the vehicles, it's labeled as Enter Dubai, which I think is which I think is the production title. Which is the production title, because and then when they do the soundtrack release, they give it official names. So that's interesting. So I think going from worst to best, it's Modern Warfare 3, COD 4, and then now we can argue about first place.
I'm gonna drop a hot take. I actually do not like the soundtrack.
To what?
Any of them.
What?
Wait, any of them?
So, I think they fit. I just do not want to listen to them casually. Because they mean nothing to me.
That doesn't... if you're talking about the Black Ops scores, sure. But the Modern Warfare
I actually like
soundtracks?
the Black Ops soundtracks a bit more.
Okay, now there's a hot take.
Yeah,
There's a hot take.
I thought it was a hot take at first, but now it's definitely a hot take.
Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are definitely good soundtracks. I will not dispute that. Black Ops 3, I think, is a little more.
Yeah, no.
is a little more
no,
generic.
not that one.
But and then does Black Ops 4 even really have a soundtrack? It's just because there's
It's got guitar
So-
sounds.
yeah, that's the best way to describe Black Ops 4. It has guitar sounds. But I mean, have you tried listening to them casually?
I haven't
while
tried
you've done-
listening to them casually. So here's the thing. Whenever I pick soundtracks to listen to, like I'll download them and put them onto my phone because I do a lot of DoorDash work. So basically, my best friend is my music and the Russian Badger whenever I'm lonely. So I will listen to, like, I'll get into this really big groove. Like right now I'm listening to a lot of the Silent Hill soundtrack. Silent Hill 2 and 3 specifically. And I know that sounds super weird to you guys, but trust me, it's really good. I pick music that I want to, like, that fits the mood that I'm feeling. If I'm feeling a little sad and it's raining outside, I'll listen to Halo 3 ODST. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Don't run out of cover.
Ah!
Oof.
Well, we managed to get to rank 11 by this moron just running around for
I can't
I feel
believe
so
it.
however long
honored.
that was. For however long that was.
I can't believe
22
it.
minutes!
I can't
20
believe
does
it.
it say? Yeah. My survival time was 2 minutes 31 seconds. You survived an extra 20 minutes more than I did. That's
Tell you what, if you guys give me the name of some songs to listen to from the Modern Warfare soundtracks, I will totally give them a listen.
Extraction
so
Point
kind of like
from Modern Warfare 2.
yeah,
That's a great one.
Yeah.
yeah, like let's say for argument's sake the top 3 from each soundtrack then is what you're
Sure.
asking for.
Hang on, let
Okay.
me get my notes. Let me get my notes out app and put it and drop them in.
So now here's where the tricky thing is going to be: is that Call of Duty 4 has never had an officially released soundtrack. It's never had an official soundtrack release.
So it's basically just a game rip you're grabbing.
Yeah, exactly. People have gone into the PC files and grabbed the game rips. So you'll be able to find them on YouTube, but the same tracks will have a couple. I found that the same track will have like 2 or 3 different names depending on who's uploaded them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one, I think we'll have to take a pause on that one so we can do our research and then send you, find and send you the actual YouTube links to listen to. Whereas with Modern Warfare 2, 3, and 2019, we can easily send you track names from that because they've had actual soundtrack releases, official releases. So.
And also, a lot of the track names for the COD 4 soundtrack is rather generic. Like, for instance, there's a song called Dash.
Yes.
Because it's referring that you're dashing.
Yeah. But can you guess what when Dash played in the campaign?
I
No.
actually can.
I can't
Chernobyl, I'm calling it. It's Chernobyl
Yes.
after you disarm Zakhaev.
No, it's before that. It's when you're coming out of the small little area of shipping crates. There's all those ultranationalist soldiers there, and Macmillan goes steady, go, and then you dash and you crawl underneath all the cars, and that kind of drum line, the dum 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 dum. Yeah, that is dash.
Okay, yeah. So I really do not know what my why I don't care for a Modern Warfare soundtrack, but I like World at War soundtrack better than Modern Warfare's. Any of them.
I think
And that game is unforgettable.
I think you just need to
Or
listen
forgettable.
to them outside of the gameplay and you just haven't really experienced them.
That's how I basically find the songs. Clicking on the wrong song title in my music player of choice.
Oh
Like,
boy,
that's
I
how
get to
I-
play again.
Yay, I know, isn't it fun? Like for Ratchet and Clank, I could tell you exactly what tracks are good and which ones I don't care for because all the tracks, because I've played through them and I know what it's trying to evoke. It's why I love Gemlik, the Gemlik Orbit, the Atlantis base, whatever they call it. I think it's called Gemlik Orbit? Hang on, I have to check.
Let's see.
Speaking of games that are impossible to find the soundtrack
here.
for. Where are we going that way? No. Yeah, maybe I just need to listen to the soundtrack and just shut up.
I would
dumb,
definitely recommend doing that. I think they're all great ones. But
It's the same reason I can't get into Ace Combat soundtrack. The soundtrack, I've never been able to find, like, here's the songs that you should listen to.
well, I can give
That's
you
how
that.
Awesome. Because that's how I was able to find out about Silent Hill, because people will say, hey, listen to this sound, this song, this song, this song, and this song. Plus, you might have already heard a couple of these songs because some of them were in DDR.
What?
And I'd be like, oh,
Wait, what?
yes,
What?
I kid you not.
Can you say that
The-
again, just for the record?
Silent Hill 3's opening, You Are Not Here, or You're Not Here, is in a Dance Dance Revolution game.
That is. I guess.
Okay.
The soundtracks are. I'm gonna have to send you like at least 2 songs that I enjoy, and one that's super weird whenever you're listening to it in your car because you actually get a little spooked while listening to it.
So who made Dance Dance Revolution? Was it Capcom? I guess.
It was Konami.
Or
Silent
Konami.
Hill.
Right. I couldn't think Konami because they're awful. I was thinking Capcom.
Just think franchise abuse, and then Konami's logo should appear in your head.
Yes.
That is very
Or
true.
Ubisoft, if you wanna talk about the Tom Clancy, at least Siege.
Oh,
well,
that's
Ghost
a whole
Recon as well.
That's a whole other
Yeah.
can of worms.
Splinter Cell.
Yes.
Yep.
Poor Sam
Ooh,
Fisher.
Here's a Scar. Scar L to be precise.
The Scarl. Squirrel!
But going back to the Modern Warfare 2019 soundtrack,
Yeah.
I don't know how I would rank the soundtracks personally, and it's been a while since I listened to the 2019 one, but I do think that one is great and
Oh,
kinda underrated because I don't think we actually talked about the soundtrack that much.
No, we haven't really.
But I do remember a lot of reviews saying that it's fine but nothing special and all that, and I don't know, I've listened to it twice and I definitely think it has a lot of great things going for it.
can you say, oh, this belongs in Modern Warfare compared
Yes.
to the rest? Can
I
you
would
say,
say
yes,
so.
this definitely belongs in a Call of Duty game, rather than, and I think you can say this for the Black Ops games, these games don't, what's a red zone?
So that means that you need to get inside because there's potential for a bomb to be dropped on your head if you're not.
Oh,
Inside the red zone. Or outside
yeah.
of it.
If you're inside the red zone, you need to be inside a building. If you're outside the red zone, then you do not need to worry because there's going to be bombs dropping inside the red zone.
Okay.
oh,
So
then I better.
That's something I can say for the Black Ops and I guess the Treyarch soundtracks. They really could go to any shooter and it'd fit.
but yeah,
It is very generic, but it just so happens to fit in that game. Like I can say without a doubt, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 soundtracks are very unique and they fit in that game. It doesn't feel like it can fit anywhere else.
I'll put it this way in terms of Modern Warfare 2019 soundtrack. I have used it in. I've used one song in one of my videos, and I felt it worked very well.
Really?
but what was the video? Was it a Modern Warfare video or was it
video?
generic?
Yeah.
It was a Modern Warfare.
Or was it a different?
It was a Modern Warfare video.
Okay,
should
see,
have
because
specified.
here's my and this is what I think is also going to edge and this is I think one of the things that's edging Modern Warfare 2019 over Modern Warfare 2 for me for the soundtrack is that I have used the Modern Warfare 2 soundtrack in Siege videos and it's fit perfectly. and it's worked, and it's been great because they're great tracks. However, I would feel a little weird using a track from Modern Warfare 2019 in something other than a Modern Warfare 2019 video, because I feel like and it may also be because Modern Warfare 2019 is newer, so it still kind of has that this music belongs to this game, where Modern Warfare 2 is 10 plus years old, and other people had already used that soundtrack with other, just modern military shooters, so it had already kind of been diluted that way. So maybe my perception of it sort of has been changed because of that. But the one of the things from the alpha. Remember when the gunfight alpha went live?
I still
one of
remember
the things that really got me excited for 2019 coming out was when I booted up the alpha and that main theme hit on the title screen, and the music alone told me this game is quality. This game is going to be a return to form. This is going to be the Call of Duty that I've wanted for years, and it absolutely was, which was very exciting. And then the ways it was utilized in the game, and then I will say that it doesn't have as many recognizable motifs as say Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 or even Call of Duty 4. It more or less just kind of has the main central theme to it, and then the rest of it is
got some extended mags down here.
And then the rest of the game soundtrack is sort of kind of I would call them melodies instead of themes. It's got a lot of good melodies, but they're not. It's like Captain Price does not have a theme. You don't see now. Actually, hold on. Captain Price does not have a theme, but Farah does have a theme. There's a track on the soundtrack actually titled Farah, and that theme plays whenever a lot of the times when she's on screen or during the flashback mission with her. And so it's like, this is Farah's theme. But I suppose that makes sense because 2019 was not Captain Price's game, it was Farah's game. So I think it would make sense why Farah would have a theme and Price wouldn't. But
anyone have any AR ammo?
I've hold on. Yeah, I've got a good amount. I just need to figure out how to open this stupid.
Let's see. Yeah, I've got a bunch. What do you need? 5.56 or 7? Actually, that may not be
5.56.
Yeah,
5.56, and if anyone has any 45 ACP, I've got some 9mm.
Let's see. I got some 45 ACP as well. I've got a lot of ammo.
I've only got 30 rounds of 45 ACP. So maybe I should probably hold on to that.
Let's see.
I've got a bunch of attachments.
Hold on. The I do not actually have any weapons that actually use 45 ACP. So really? I'll just drop all of it. Yeah, the only weapons I have use 9mm.
Oh, here.
Got some 5.56. Oh.
Whoa.
Things going boom.
That's the red zone.
Yeah.
I got more ammo for you here, Dexter. Some 5.56.
Yeah, and I think I'm maxed out on 9mm. Oh my gosh!
Awesome. I've got some extended mags if you need it, and foregrips and all that stuff.
Let's see, I've got an angled grip. I think it's angled. Yeah.
I've got foregrips. Why can't the M16A4 use foregrips? That makes no sense.
I have a 2x scope that I can't put on anything. So yeah, you guys take that.
I've got a 6x scope right here. Actually, how bad is it?
I think I also have an extra extended mag. Yeah, there's an extra extended mag.
I wonder if I can use the scope. I can. Oh, it's a
red dot.
Long range.
So while we're sitting here, I'm going to pull up the Modern Warfare 2 soundtrack and give you my top 3, and then we'll see if Loka has any alternatives
Yes.
Okay, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, composed by, well, I mean, the main theme was composed by Hans Zimmer, none other than Hans Zimmer, and then the rest
everything
of this,
else.
and then everything else was done by Lauren Balfe, who's one of his proteges, and so Lauren Balfe, for those who don't know, he's done the soundtracks to Mission Impossible Fallout, which I think is the best Mission Impossible score. That's fantastic. He also did the soundtrack to the Lego Batman movie, which is it's so funny is that the Lego Batman movie is such a funny almost parody of, I mean, it is a parody of other Batman movies, but then the score is super serious. It's on the level of the Dark Knight serious, but then the movie
I got the
itself
Olympia.
is just,
Nice.
but then the movie itself is so ludicrously funny, and it's poking fun of everything that it's really funny that the score is so serious. So let's see here. For Modern Warfare 2, I think the 3 tracks that you probably need to listen to is opening titles. That's the
definitely.
Yeah.
that's the one that Hans Zimmer composed himself, and that contains the main theme that you find throughout the rest of the game. That
I'm gonna drop some 45 ACP.
Oh, was that
What was?
glass breaking? Is that glass breaking somewhere?
Sounded like it.
Checking.
Okay, let's check this out.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Got
gunfire nearby.
Got a
Yeah.
pull?
Shots fired. Don't know from where.
Alright, kill confirmed.
Nice.
Downstairs.
Nice.
Was there any others?
Only that guy so far. Checking.
I'm going down to support if.
Oh, I'm just now noticing that the storm is coming in, and we are a decent distance away from. So yeah, we should probably be going.
Yeah, we need to move. Oh, yeah.
On your feet, soldier. We are leaving.
I'm leaving. Oh, was that you?
Please
That
tell
was
me
me. That was
you.
me.
Okay.
The breaking glass was me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I
definitely
couldn't be
taking
bothered to
shots.
find a door when the storm is right there. So
Yeah.
we're not that far away, thankfully. But I mean,
You complete me. Trophy earned. Okay.
speaking of the Dark Knight, lines from.
Yeah. Or,
Actually,
that
hold.
was
hold on,
referenced in Lego Batman as well. That's why I think when I hear that line,
they,
because
yeah, they used that in Lego Batman as well. It's so funny.
like
they
3 or
they
4
used it in a-
times.
they used it. They used it in a funny way because they had that they had a Tom Cruise rom-com playing on. It's like Batman, you have serendipity. Oh gosh, I love that movie so much.
What, Serendipity or the Lego
No,
Batman
but Lego
movie?
Batman movie. Lego Batman movie.
I thought
Okay.
that was obvious.
Yeah, I've never seen Serendipity. I was just doing the I just cut the quote halfway, and then so yeah, I can see how that sounded, but.
Is that Batman lives under Bruce Wayne's mansion?
That would mean that Batman and Bruce. Yeah. Well, but the better quote involving something like that is when Robin finds the Batcave and he says, "Wait, so Batman lives in Bruce Wayne's basement?" And Batman says, "No, Bruce Wayne lives in Batman's attic." It's like that. That is just gold. Gosh, Will Arnett is so good in that part.
Oh yes. My favorite
definitely.
line, I guess, is Loka's stream, so I can say it. Is my name is Richard, but the kids call me Dick.
Kids can't be cruel.
I didn't realize that until after the fact. Like it was actually a few minutes later.
Yeah, no,
I see my dad
yeah.
laugh. I was like, what was funny about that? His name was Dick. And then I realized, oh.
Yeah, that was. I can't believe they got away with that.
Yeah.
I see that car.
There's a down person by the rock by the blue car over there. I tagged him a couple times.
I see
There's
two other people.
2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea if I'm even hitting.
Yeah, no, I think I'm out of range for sure.
Be
I'm
honest,
not
be
gonna
honest.
close it.
Oh, come on, get out of aim. Yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, you're sandwiched. You got one guy behind you.
I'm moving. I'm moving into this house. Close the door. Thank you.
In the meantime, I'm gonna pull up Spotify.
Ow. Ah!
Ah. Oof.
Oh well.
Oh, are we all out?
Yeah, we're dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, pull up your notes, Daxter. We're going to give you titles here.
Hang on.
So we'll do this before we can do this real quick before
work.
jumping into another match.
All right. What you gonna start with?
So for Modern Warfare 2,
Title, you said?
Yeah, opening titles.
Opening.
Where is it? There it is. Yeah, opening titles. Definitely agree on that one.
Love the name.
Then, it's so that's
the naming department was working overtime.
Yeah, so I will say that a lot of the names for the Modern Warfare 2 soundtrack are not always the best. You know, it's like
they're kind of generic.
They're just a step. They're just a step above Dash, but they're still not great because they're kind of generic military terms. If it's so the second track that needs to be recommended is also the second track on the soundtrack. Loka already mentioned it earlier, which is Extraction Point. So for just for a theme reference, that is the Army Rangers spawn theme in multiplayer. And then the ending of that track is the rush up the White House steps in the campaign. Really? Yes. So it's very blood pumping, and it's like, all right, let's go. And then for me, my third, Loka might have another thing for his third here, but or who knows, maybe he's thinking the exact same thing. But my third is the 17th track, Coup de Grace, which is
Holy
spelled
crap! I was thinking that one.
Really, I was kind of so you probably know this one too. Coup de Grace is Shepard betraying Roach and Ghost and shooting them, and then the slow-mo helicopter wave with the fingers. So I mean, those are easily the top three tracks in the soundtrack. But I mean, it's hard. But I mean, if I had to do some honorable mentions, here, let me see here. I think it's no. Okay, Chain of Command. Chain of Command is a good honorable mention, as is Onwards. Part of the reason is that this is also the root of two of the multiplayer spawn themes. Because Modern Warfare 2, I will say that Modern Warfare 2 has the best faction spawn themes out of the entire franchise.
Definitely
Modern Warfare, Black
on
Ops,
that one.
whatever. It has because the core spawn in themes taken out of the soundtrack are just so good. So Chain of Command, I'm pretty sure is the militia from the favela, and then Onwards is the Spetsnaz spawn. So those are the top three and some honorable mentions for Modern Warfare 2. Now let me see here. I got to pull up
my honorable mention for Modern Warfare 2 is going to be Contingency.
And then that's taken from the mission Contingency, where it's like, Price, the silo doors are open. Do you copy? The silo doors are open.
Oh, the submarine.
What? Yeah, the submarine. What? Price? No. Code black missile in the air. Yeah, that.
AKA the Task Force 141 theme, as I like to call it.
Yeah, also. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also the Task Force 141 theme.
Price not telling. Price being the worst teammate ever, not telling anyone what he's thinking.
yeah, totally going rogue there.
We don't use people as bait.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he didn't use them as bait. He just didn't tell them the plan. So
he just had he does have very aggressive negotiation tactics. I will say that much.
Yes, he does. So Modern Warfare 3. I think one of the tracks you need to listen to for Modern Warfare 3 is the first track, simply titled Call of Duty MW3, which is pretty. I mean, that's pretty. That kind of gives you a good taste of the main theme from that game, and specifically it plays when at the end of the second mission as the Delta Force, whenever you board the Chinook helicopter at the end of the Battle of New York, and it lifts up and you see the entire city and the planes fly by, and Overlord says, "That's one for the books, gentlemen. Good job." And so that kind of gives you a good feel of the overall theme.
Can I throw in another? I know we're on Modern Warfare 3 now, but I remembered another one from Modern Warfare 2 that I feel the need
I had
to say.
2 honorable mentions. You can get 2 honorable mentions. Go ahead.
My other honorable mention is Deadline.
Yeah, Deadline's good.
It's from the
because that has that nice kind of stealthy start.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has that nice stealthy start as you come up from the water and knife those 2 guys and then on the oil rig and push them down, and then you come up with the Navy SEALs and then you start going through and clearing the hostages and then clearing the oil rig. So it has that nice stealth start to then go into the action-y. That's a good one.
So I have to ask about that. What was their plan? Like, it was like, well, we know that this Task Force 141 is coming for us. Let's get some hostages and just put them in the middle of an oil rig.
So
no one knows.
I don't remember anyone specifying, hey, us nationalists have taken over this oil rig. No one said that happened. We just know that that was them.
So first off, it's I don't think they know that specifically that the 141 is coming for them. They just have because they took over that oil rig and put SAM sites on it to protect their borders during wartime, since they're going to war with the U.S. So that was a kind of preemptive measure to make sure that a strike force couldn't get in. Obviously, they didn't do a good enough job, because that's why you were there and you stopped them. But that was their idea, and of course there were people working on that oil rig, and so they didn't bring in the hostages. The hostages were there already because they were working on the oil rig. So then they were using the hostages as human shields, which is why they couldn't just bomb the platforms to heck with a Predator missile or whatever and just take out the SAM sites that way. That's why an actual team had to go in. So yeah, first track, Call of Duty MW3. Also, the Modern Warfare 3 soundtrack is also very long. It has like 6 more tracks than Modern Warfare 2, I think. So there's more to it. I'm having kind of, a standout, of course. I think my second recommendation is Arabian Endgame, because we're charging in with Juggernaut suits. This is for soap. We're taking out Makarov no matter what. And then this is where Loka and I might have different suggestions here. Because there's so much to choose from. Maybe the Battle for New York track.
Which one's that? Oh yeah, that's a great one. I don't know
because,
the Modern Warfare
the 3
soundtrack as well as I do Modern
I
Warfare 2, I will admit, so I don't
either.
I prefer to call it New Amsterdam.
That's a callback to the 1700s.
Like, why are you calling it New Amsterdam, you moron? It's New York.
So yeah, that's I think. And then maybe some honorable mentions for the Modern Warfare 3 soundtrack would be "I Stand Alone," because that's the Soap Death track. Yeah. But that doesn't always make for good listening 100% of the time, because it's soap dies, so you don't always want to listen to that. But then
honestly, hang on, I'm gonna have to start this chat in the Discord server. I got like some songs that I'm just gonna link to, and I'm just gonna make a music recommendations so we can
and then another honorable mention would be Heroes. That is Yuri has been wounded and he's being dragged to the helicopter at the bottom of the mine after rescuing the Russian president from Makarov's ultranationalists, and then it's the slow-mo shot of Delta Force holding off the large amount of Russians, Gosh, I love that moment so much. Where I mean, this is just some random politician dude, president, but he still holds out his hand and he helps Yuri up into the helicopter. That's such a little moment that they didn't need to put in there, but it's just awesome. That's honestly sort of kind of something I kind of wish the president had picked up a gun and started shooting himself. It's like, just because it's all for one, all for one and one for all, kind of in that situation. I kind of wish he'd done that. So that's
my favorite Ratchet and Clank game.
so those are definitely good. So those are definitely good selections from Modern Warfare 3. I don't know, Loka, if you had any honorable mentions there.
As I said, I don't know the Modern Warfare 3 soundtrack as well in terms of like the names and which tracks there, but I guess I could mention Special Forces. That one's pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, that's is that the Delta Force spawn-in theme for multiplayer? I think
maybe. Let's see.
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
It could be.
Yeah, that's the Delta Force spawn-in theme. Yeah, that's a good one.
What was I gonna? I was actually gonna recommend something. That's what it was. Here.
That is the nice thing about the Modern Warfare 3 soundtrack, is that the names are much more specific to certain moments from the story. If you look, because like the Battle for New York, well, that's pretty obvious. Russian negotiations, okay, that's obvious. Special Forces is maybe a little more generic, but when you listen to the track and you realize that it's for Delta Force, that makes total sense. That it would be that, and also it's like when some of that music is composed, they may not have known that that may have been at a point where they didn't know if they were going to get the license to use Delta Force. And so it's like, is it going to be Delta Force or is it not? Well, maybe we'll just for now we'll call it Special Forces. So, and then of course Arabian Endgame, that's pretty obvious. And then Modern Warfare 3 end credits. That's I wonder what that track is for. Maybe it's for the end credits.
You don't say.
Yeah. So then, moving on to Modern Warfare 2019, then, I mean, at this point, I guess we're just going to be hitting the main themes, because Modern Warfare main theme, that's for
2019, you said?
Yeah, for 2019. Yeah, Modern Warfare main theme, that's the name. I kind of wish they'd gone all the way and called it Modern Warfare 2019 main theme, but whatever. So that's my first selection from that, because it's the main theme, Silly Circus, which is there's
enemy over by the.
But there is actually a lot in Piccadilly Circus, because there's a lot of good action there. There's also, they also used part of it for the beginning of the credits, where Price Lee, it's like, what are you calling this task force? 141. Boom, credits, and then the track that they use for the credits there, that is there. There's some of the multiplayer stuff is in there as well. So Piccadilly Circus is just a really good track.
That's also the song I've used in one of my Modern Warfare videos. So that should say something about how much I like that track.
And I think, I'm not quite as familiar at this point with the Modern Warfare 2019 soundtrack, since I've only been listening to it recently. But I do know enough that I think for sure my last track recommendation will be Embassy. Which again, that's nice and specific. Gee, I wonder what that's for the embassy mission. That's a good track. And then
Are these like 6-minute to 8-minute long tracks, I'm guessing?
It depends. It depends. Piccadilly Circus is about 6 minutes, but Modern Warfare main theme, it's only like 2.5, if that. So they're not all.
So
not
this
all
is about
long.
On scale with some more. This is actually it's kind of like what they did with Halo. What they did is they combined for one mission. For most of the games, they'll combine like all the songs used. So you basically are listening one for one what you would hear in the games.
There we go.
And you'll. I'm putting in like 2 into this Discord chat. Difference for the Darkness is beautiful, and oh crap, No Response, I think is what it's called. The 3 ODST Skyline, that's what it's called. Skyline ODST. It's funny. You know how you'll sometimes put like one song with one some point in your life. For me, Halo 3 ODST was my time in Washington D.C. Not Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's
probably
for the
a
best.
good thing.
Yeah. Because man, a lot of the DC tracks from Modern Warfare 2 are so
Super
good.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, running out and seeing the damaged and crumbling Washington Monument is just like, there's some patriotism for you. It's like, all right, let's kick these Ruskies out of here.
I like Jerry's better. I'm sorry, I'm British.
Yeah, but that's for Germans, not Russians.
I know.
I will say another thing that's maybe sort of maybe that kind of helps make the Modern Warfare 2019 soundtrack stand out a bit is the very heavy use of what I believe are cellos. There's a lot of cellos in that soundtrack, and so coincidentally around the same time, it also another soundtrack came out that also used a lot of cellos, which was Joker.
Oh.
I mean that score is almost exclusively made of cellos. So to a degree, I sort of kind of equate the two as being sometimes I kind of think of them as the same soundtrack, even though they're very different. But there's a lot of similarities because of the heavy use of cellos in both, and also the fact that both of them were composed by women, which is interesting. So
really,
yeah,
Joker too. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not even going to pretend to know how to pronounce the composer for Joker's soundtrack. I think she's Swedish, Loka. I think.
I have to check this. Let's see, Joker.
I know she's not American because I remember reading things on her when that movie came out.
That's an Icelandic name.
Icelandic, okay.
Not even I am gonna attempt to.
No, okay. I knew it was something. I knew it was something like that.
Not
imagine
even
being
I am
unironically
gonna try
European.
But the composer from Modern Warfare 2019,
Hildur Gudnadottir. I guess that's close enough.
Yeah,
sounds like something I would buy at IKEA.
Mm-hmm. But the composer for Modern Warfare 2019 is a woman by the name of Sarah Schachner, and she does a lot of great work because you look at her discography. She had the unfortunate task of composing the soundtrack to Anthem. I feel sorry for her for that.
Oh yeah.
But she's done Assassin's Creed Valhalla. She did Assassin's Creed Unity, Origins, also Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare had a great soundtrack as well.
Oh, yeah.
It was
definitely.
That was like one of the things
one.
that was like one of the few things I loved about that game is like the soundtrack was really good because it wasn't totally exactly what you would think of when you think sci-fi and going to space and stuff. In a lot of ways, it was actually very calm and serene. But it still had those bombastic, war track moments that you would expect. But so, I just think of sometimes I would get done playing a multiplayer match in Modern Warfare Remastered, and then I'd go, what the heck, and I'd jump over to Infinite Warfare, and I'd just sit on the main menu for 5 minutes and listen to the main theme, and then call it good night. Yeah.
Yeah, that game definitely has a great soundtrack.
You know
I was actually gonna. Oh, sorry.
You go ahead.
I was actually gonna lead into that, after Modern Warfare 2019. I'm actually the more I listen from her, Sarah. I'm not gonna.
Schachner.
Yeah, I will never be able to pronounce her last name, but the more
I think it's German.
Yeah,
maybe
the more I listen from her works, the more I'm actually being convinced that I think she's Well, for one, I think she actually is gonna become one of the new big video game
Juggernauts.
composers. Yeah, video game composer juggernauts.
Well, look who doesn't look stupid in his giant coat. Oh, wait, you guys haven't spawned in yet.
No, we have not.
Because
You're just kind of standing there, menacingly.
I feel like with video game composers, it's kind of been a little. I don't want to say completely stagnant for the last couple of years, but there's definitely been like you. Why do we have snowballs?
I guess because we're on an icy map.
Huh.
Ooh. Okay. Well.
Yeah, like
I regret nothing.
I'm gonna
shoot you with a snowball before you can hit the ground.
I lived.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah, because I feel like at least if you look at big video game composers, like there hasn't really been any new names, and then this one comes along, and with literally every game soundtrack, I'm getting increasingly more impressed. Like starting with Infinite Warfare, which I was like, oh, this is really great. I wonder who composed it. Oh, this is a completely new name. I did not know of
I haven't
her
seen
before.
it before.
And then the Modern Warfare 2019 soundtrack is great. I haven't listened a great deal to Valhalla, mostly because I haven't played it. But the few tracks I have listened to, I mean, that game actually has multiple composers, but the one I know there's one track composed by her that from second one I had goosebumps. So
Really?
I can't remember the track of that song.
It is interesting because video game soundtracks over the last, I'm going to say 15 years or so, have really gone through a really big transition to where back in the day, you know, they were
dropped.
Oh, well,
okay, I think I can make it there.
Okay. So, because, you know, back in the day, as I alluded to earlier, it's like Mario, Zelda, you know, these old games. Yeah, they didn't have the most developed soundtracks because, you know, because the consoles didn't necessarily have the power to have developed soundtracks, so they were just, you know, these cutesy little catchy themes.
There are a ton of people going there. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Are we sure they're going here, or are they going somewhere nearby?
That looks like they're there.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Let's see. I'm on the roof. Maybe there'll be something on the roof.
Well, you're on your own.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to start recommending the crap out of. I'm gonna break into both of your houses, and I'm just going to.
I have a sickle. I'm dead.
I'm gonna break into your houses and then force you to listen to the Halo soundtracks.
Oh, you don't need to force me to do that.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a first. Yeah, like some of these are really moody for space games about green people shooting little aliens. Which I guess you could say the same for.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where you look at it and it looks silly on the surface, but then you get into the story and it is serious. So it requires moody music. I mean, you could say the same thing about, say, Republic Commando. But,
absolutely.
But you know, that Republic Commando has some of the moodiest mood music that I've ever heard in a video game that gets moody. Especially during I think we should be very, very light on spoilers for Republic Commando, considering its imminent re-release for Loka.
Oh, but I'm so excited!
I have seen. Oh, I'm taking fire. I'm down. I have seen a let's play of it, so I know everything that happens. Not that there was that much things to know about, since I already knew about Sev.
Yeah, but the prosecutor. Like every mission on the prosecutor is very, up until like the end of that level is very moody because a lot of
you're alone for most of the part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's maybe you should you should have leaned the other way. You would have gotten a better angle.
Oh, I bet this guy's going around. Ah!
Yeah, he must have had an angle on you from from a window.
Yeah, where was that coming from?
That scared me so much.
I can tell.
Yeah, it's
I haven't been
it's
this.
recorded. Never It's out there, man.
Oh,
Oh, oh, ow, 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 oh.
did you
Well
just
done.
Thanks,
kill yourself with fall damage?
No, it was the fire.
Oh, okay.
That was a bad experience. I swear, I have some of the weird.
So anyway, video game composers they've changed because back in the day they had they didn't have a lot of power to choose from to work with their consoles, so they had to kind of focus on having very catchy themes that really worked more with bleeps and bloops than with actual instruments. And then that slowly started to get better. And then by the time we get to like the PS2 era, like Final Fantasy games.
Oh no! Not PS2. I'd say PS1. CD quality
PS1
audio was
really
a huge
that
thing.
That early.
Spyro. Hands down,
Okay,
Spyro.
well, now that I'm thinking about it, because everyone makes a big deal about the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, and that was a PS1 game. So yeah, you're right. So yeah, also Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid. That's
Metal
a
Gear
PS1.
Solid. I would
so-
say Final Fantasy VIII has a couple of really good songs I'll listen to, and I haven't even played Final Fantasy VIII yet. I like those. I'm thinking PS1 right now. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 have fantastic soundtracks that are fun to listen to outside of the game. I can point to... You'll hear everyone say, oh, the save theme is always the best theme. Well, for most games, yeah. But I like the... I'm sorry, I need to go get some eye bleach. What? What is
You're
this
obviously
place?
seeing something we're still not.
Yeah,
we're still on the loading screen.
What have you seen that we're about to get cursed with?
This looks like a nudist camp.
I don't see that. I see
I see a lot of
Sweet
fully
Tooth
clothed
and
people.
cosplaying as the Ghost of Tsushima. That's what I see.
Wait, where? Where? There's Ghost of
Right.
Tsushima? Where's Ghost of Tsushima?
Right in front of me. I'm throwing oranges. It's Sweet Tooth from from Twisted Metal cosplaying as the Ghost of Tsushima.
Well done.
Yeah, everyone's wearing clothes on my screen. I don't know what you're seeing.
I also see fully clothed people.
Oh, I guess that guy left. Huh.
Oh wait, there are a few naked people. Well, actually, just the one.
Look away! Look away! Kappa, no!
No.
But anyway, so you start to get some tracks. You start to get some soundtracks in the PS1 era that are done by orchestras, but then there's still a lot of the.
Ooh. Okay. You're
not
saying
really
specifically orchestra.
yeah.
I was thinking. CD quality audio. I could actually use real instruments that sound like instruments instead
Right.
of undiscernible 8-bit noises.
Yeah, but
with some
so I mean, yeah, they're able to start
caveats.
using that, but then they're able to start using actual instruments. But then a lot of them are still being composed like soundtracks from the NES era and stuff. Even though they have better technology, because I mean, look at Ratchet and Clank. Those soundtracks are great, but they aren't necessarily composed like film soundtracks. They were still composed like video game soundtracks. So that's why Metropolis is such a recognizable theme from that game, because that is the melody, that is for that
Where
world.
we dropping, boys?
No idea.
Maybe
Let's go.
Camp Alpha over here.
What you looking? I see Camp Bravo.
Sure. Let's go to
Cave,
Camp Alpha.
Charlie.
Open up the map.
That's what I'm looking at.
It's
Airfield.
I've got the blue
Oh, I
mark
see
on
it
it.
now.
It's to our southwest.
All right.
Alright, let's drop.
it's interesting because early 2000s you still have people composing video game scores like that, but then in the last 15 years I don't think anyone has really composed a video game score like that unless it's a video game that is specifically trying to emulate those old games, such as a very recent example. Okay, maybe go to these houses and stuff over here. A very recent example for me is Drawn to Life Two Realms, which has a style that's mimicking a style
DS
for the
game.
DS, which is mimicking an NES style. So it's a style mimicking a style, mimicking a style. It's styleception. So
We need to go deeper.
yes. So
No, we don't. We're fine. Nothing in there. Nothing in there.
Oh, okay.
That focused on catchy themes over.
I'm gonna
really,
have to argue with you, or at least make a point for myself. I'm not saying that this is necessarily what you're trying to say, but from what it sounds like you like orchestrated tracks more than you like.
I'm not saying I like one more over the other. I'm just saying it's interesting how the medium has evolved and changed in the last 15 years. That people that they're
that was not Dexter. I thought it was
No,
Dexter.
it's not.
Like, why are you shooting me?
burn.
Listen, man.
Ah,
Oh, we're all dead.
that was fast. So yeah, I'm not really trying. I'm not saying I like one style more than the other. I'm just saying that it's interesting how things have changed over the years, and giving examples, because then you start getting into stuff like Halo and Uncharted and these more cinematic type experiences, and in some cases, these previously, these unknown, because it's like, I'm not really in this ecosystem much, so this might be an answer that people are going to immediately shout, yes, we know who this is. But does anyone really know who came up with, like, say, the legend of...
Koji Kondo, you better not.
I was about to say, hold on, no, that's a bad example. Everyone knows the people that came up with, like, the Mario and Zelda themes. So never mind. That's just a bad example. But, like, do we really know who the composer was for, say, Spyro the Dragon or Crash Bandicoot? Who
Stuart Copeland.
I don't know who that is.
Ex-drummer for The Police.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's actually a super big name, and I think everyone kind of knew that whenever that game came out.
So
like,
they maybe knew it at the time, but is that, like, common knowledge now?
Yes, very yes. You'll hear people say, "Oh, it's Stuart Copeland's work," or Crash Bandicoot, I will argue
that he worked on those games. Specifically that he worked on
Yes.
those games. Not him in general, but is it common knowledge that he worked on those games?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Yep. Undeniably. Because he has a very certain you'll listen to the soundtrack for that, and listen to the soundtrack for Spyro: A Hero's Tale, which was the first Spyro game, I believe, not to have Copeland's work. There is a very specific noise that he has. Or, I guess, sound, not noise. Like, okay, yeah, this is definitely unique compared to this. That's why I hate orchestrated tracks, like with orchestras, and I prefer tracks with bands. It's why I like Persona soundtrack, because it's a band, it is not, and a lead artist, if there are any vocals, and not an orchestrated Final Fantasy type song soundtrack. As much as I love, I think his name is Nobatsu something, who did the Final Fantasy soundtrack. It's good, it is just not my cup of tea. And then I know I've said I love the Uncharted soundtracks, but that's like an exception to that rule, because it sounds unique to the setting and location to each game, so it has its own unique feel compared to the rest, and seeing your character models makes me feel like I'm being judged.
I mean, it is very much a generic. We're going to stand here and look menacing while we wait for the game to load.
Canceled
See,
matchmaking.
let's try that because it said that it
was
gonna
taking
take
a while, yeah.
Yeah.
It said it was gonna take 15 seconds.
2 minutes later. Yeah.
It's a lie.
But then kind of going back to the Metal Gear example, you do start to see that there are more film composers coming in to start working
That was
on.
Metal Gear Solid 2 that you're thinking of. Harry Gregson Williams, I believe was his name.
Did he start with 2?
No,
I
no.
thought he started with 1.
He started with 2 because they didn't have the budget to make a bombastic or orchestral movie style soundtrack, and then when they heard his work, they were like, "Yes, this is the guy we need." And then he said, "Yes, I'll do it." After Kojima and a couple other guys made it basically a mixtape of all of his best work.
Yeah.
And if you
Interesting.
listen, I don't know when the last time you listened to the Metal Gear Solid 2 soundtrack. It is very unique.
I've never listened to the Metal Gear Solid 2 soundtrack.
Oh, it's so good. Because every single strut has its own, in the big shell complex, has its own sound. It has its own song. And I can tell you, I love Strut D in my opinion, has the best sound to it because it has this weird metallic sound like there's water dripping. Almost is what it reminds me of. Oh, let me look for the soundtrack. Like, it's hard to find a complete soundtrack. You'll have to look for game rips, which is really scary.
Yeah, see, I haven't played those games because the only Metal Gear games I've played are kind of the Peace Walker trilogy. So,
Two was on PhD Collection on the Vita, though. I thought you played that one.
No, I don't have that.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, so I have no clue about those soundtracks. The only reason I know the Metal Gear Solid Alert kind of soundtrack because that's just so ingrained in video game pop culture. So
it actually makes me mad every time I hear that stupid alert sound because people will not recognize it's from
Metal Gear. Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
It's used so often, it's annoying.
See, I use it in my videos, but I always put the red exclamation point to go with it because those two things they're so inextricably linked. There is no one without the other to me.
Yeah. So this is the main theme you'll hear on the main menu.
Yeah, that sounds Metal Gear.
It's very unique. Let me try to find Strut D.
I wouldn't call it unique by today's standards. I was about to say that sounds like a lot of
Engine room. What's funny is Metal Gear Solid 3 has
copied and imitated a lot because I was like that sounds like some stuff that I played on the DS and stuff back in the day. So obviously other composers for video games copied that style to where it was unique at the time, but then since then it kind of
everyone did it because the Metal Gear Solid 2 did really well, yet it's regarded as the worst in the series because everyone hates Raiden except for me apparently.
I've listened to discussions on that and other podcasts, not really caring, so I've been total neutral party in that. But you're not alone, and you're not alone in that. There are people that like that and actually think that's a great twist. To play a Snake for the first level, and all of a sudden you're now a different person. But I mean, it's definitely fewer people. It's definitely fewer people than would.
As a funny little apology of sorts, there's a character in Metal Gear Solid 3. You remember Ivan? You had to knock, I think it's her out to get to Volgan. Or, not Volgan.
No clue what you're talking about.
Me neither. It's been too long
since
I played it.
Metal Gear Solid? Okay. Well, there's this guy who looks like Raiden.
Like I said, the Peace Walker trilogy. That is it.
Yeah, that's Metal Gear 3. So
No, that's not.
MGS3.
That's not. That's not in the.
Yeah, it is.
That's not the Peace Walker trilogy.
Yeah, it is. It's Big Boss. It's the origin of Big Boss.
No, well, okay. So when I say Peace Walker trilogy, I mean Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes 5.
Oh, you poor man.
Oof. Oh, you were dropping over there. Ignore my ping.
Yeah.
Because there were, because you know Peace Walker obviously had those references back to 3, but
Yeah, 3's a super important. It's basically where the whole story starts off.
Yeah. I know that's. Oh, okay. There's bombs going off here.
It's
I know. There's a lot of references back to that, and there's a lot of things that start in there. But 5 is the two parts of 5 are essentially a direct continuation from from Peace Walker. So even though 5 was split into 2 parts, so I kind of consider it. So technically speaking, so it's definitely a technically speaking type of thing there. But I do consider that a trilogy, even though it was one game split into 2.
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, yeah, that's a. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Was it G36? I found a G36.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I've got a M16 in here if anyone wants it.
Oh, I got a Scar.
Okay.
And a portable Warthog.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's a Scar in here too.
Oh, nice.
No, I didn't want the Scar. I wanted the G36. No, actually, I put down the UMP.
What,
There we go.
What ammunition does it take? 5.56?
Probably.
Okay.
If I had to
Oh,
take
wow, it
guess,
actually has a
considering it's an
30-round
AR.
mag. It has a 30-round standard mag. I haven't seen that since Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I need to find. I've got a copy of 3, but it's for the 360, and I think I'm the only one here who has a 360. It's 2 and 3 are my personal favorites. One's good. It's just not the best because the one remake on the GameCube is only on the GameCube. There's no other way to play it.
What is that?
Outside
Twin
of-
Snakes? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, Twin Snakes. Yeah, it's got different soundtrack, which depending on whether or not you liked Metal Gear Solid 1 soundtrack, you will either be offended or relieved. And it seems to be more so on the offended side.
Ooh, I found a M249. I saw.
Ooh.
So
Tommy.
moving away from our tangent from
Yeah.
strictly
Metal
talking
Gear
about Metal Gear
Solid.
soundtracks. But I mean, the point I was making stands is that you start to see all these film composers coming in to do scores for video games. I think Henry Gregson Williams even. Whoa! Where's that coming from? You can't hit me. You can't hit me.
He died.
Man, I do not know where that fire was coming from, only that it was hitting everywhere but me. But I think Henry Gregson Williams even did the a lot of the stuff on COD 4.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the Hans Zimmer and Lorne Balfe situation. He did the main theme, and then the rest of the soundtrack was made by Stephen Barton, I think his name is.
Run.
Where's that fire coming from?
Everywhere and nowhere, all at the same time. Oh, this gunplay is so awful.
It's bad. It's over here to our south, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Is that your footsteps I'm hearing, or?
Nope. Close to you.
No! Ah! I was on single shot.
Oh,
Taking
thanks for
pot
reminding
shots.
me.
Taking fire. I'm down. There's 3 of them.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, he's up on top of the ridge right in
There's
front
4
of you.
of them! This is definitely getting out of hand.
How is there 4 of them? I thought we were in trios.
And I just got promoted!
My body's just tumbling down slowly.
Were we not in trios?
We were.
Yeah, I think we were.
Then why were there 4 of them? Are they teaming?
Either that
guess.
or they were completely oblivious to each other.
I'm going to go with the theory that they were teaming, because otherwise I think that would be really dumb if they, as 2 separate squads, focused on us and then didn't kill each other. Also, I hate that single shot is the default.
Yeah.
You can change that in the options.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Do we want to bother at this point, though?
I
I
don't
kinda
know.
want
I
to
mean,
kill this game.
yeah, I'm fine with I'm continuing to play for a little while longer, but I'm not sure if we do, I'm not sure. But if we are going to continue to play, I'm not sure I want to continue to play this.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
The reason we've gotten off on a tangent about video game music is because I think we've kind of said all there is to be said about this game. It's very janky.
Yeah.
It doesn't run well, but it was the first kind of big battle royale, so that's what's going to make it notable going forward.
Yeah,
It incorporated character customization because of the 100-player limit, so that way no 2 people look alike, which kind of was thrown at the wayside with the release of Fortnite, but many other Battle Royales did continue that on. H1Z1 does.
I hadn't thought of that. That's interesting.
Like it's a very I can't think of any other game genre other than a CRPG like Fallout or Skyrim or not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls that lets you do that. And even then, most of those are single player games.
Yeah,
You don't really.
I was gonna ask if the video game music discussion where we was on that, if we were ready to wrap up.
Yeah.
Lost track at this point.
I mean, the only other point I had to make on that is that it's been interesting because you start to see a lot. Recently in the last 15 years, we've been seeing more of these film composers coming in and doing video games. You know, of course, Hans Zimmer came in to do a little bit of work on Modern Warfare 2, but then I think he did all the soundtracks to the Crysis games, which is interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Brian Tyler, he does a lot. He does a lot of film and TV. He's done several Marvel movies. He did Transformers Prime, which is a very good TV soundtrack. Then Bear McCreary. I mean, oh my gosh, Bear McCreary. He's the composer for the Walking Dead, which in of itself is maybe impressive depending on who you are. But he also did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I think is the bigger deal to me anyway. But he did the soundtrack to God of War 2018, which is a phenomenal soundtrack. That is such a good soundtrack. Very very good. Opening E3 2016,
yes.
I want to say, with Bear McCreary composing the theme to God of War 2018, and then opening with that demo with Kratos and Atreus. That's one of the best E3 presentations of all time, if you ask me. And I think we can definitely look back objectively at this point because E3 is dead. So,
F chat for E3.
So, and it's been interesting that film composers will Henry Jackman on Uncharted 4, which is a little weird. We've had that discussion before. So it's been interesting to see film composers come in and out and do video games on the occasion. So I'm kind of wondering when Michael Giacchino's going to do a video game soundtrack. Well, I mean, actually, it's funny.
I was about to say.
Giacchino started. Giacchino actually started as a video game composer. Partially because he's very good at mimicking John Williams, and so he did a lot of the early Jurassic Park games. So like the Lost World back on the PS1 and stuff like that. He composed, and I think Jurassic Park, the Telltale game series. I think he did those as well. So, but it's been a while. But now he's been doing J.J. Abrams' Star Trek and Spider-Man: Homecoming. He's going to be doing the Batman, of course, The Incredibles. The Incredibles! What a phenomenal soundtrack that is.
Really? That was him?
Ratatouille as well. He's done a lot of the a lot of the heavy hitting Pixar scores outside of Toy Story. He's done. Say what you will about Cars 2 as a film. I think the soundtrack to Cars 2 is better than the film itself, and that's because
that's not hard to do.
Yeah, so Michael Giacchino did that one as well because there's a lot of fun, spy '60s type themes in that. So every now and then I'm like, I'll just pull up this one track from Cars 2 just because it's a fun theme. So it's been interesting to see a lot of the other video game composers kind of shift tracks and now tracks, it's music tracks, and now be mimicking their counterparts in the film industry, and a lot of them be doing these big orchestras and stuff. But because of that, we have kind of seen this, as we were discussing earlier. It's like there are a lot of the older, with the exception of like the big names. We don't really know too many of the people that did the soundtracks for smaller games back in the day. It's like I'm just not too familiar with retro games, so I don't have a good list to go back to. So I mean, I don't know. I suppose this would be a retro game at this point. Like Conquer. Does anyone know who did the soundtrack to Conquer? Or
hang on. Yes. Wait, who? Or what Conquer game? Like Conquer's Bad Fur Day, N64.
Just any of them. Just any of them. That's it doesn't matter which one. It's like do we even really know a lot of these guys unless you are a fan.
Yes.
Unless
Grant
you are a
Kirkhope.
fan. Unless you're a fan of them.
I have no life outside of video games. So the fact that you said, who knows Conquer 64? Who knows that composer? Made me just the happiest little white guy you've ever seen.
Something similar can probably be said for your knowledge of who did the soundtracks for the soundtracks for Spyro and Crash back in the day. That's probably something similar, because I really doubt the fact that the former drummer of the Police did the soundtracks for those games is actually common knowledge. I doubt that very much. So what Loka said earlier is that the Sarah Schachner doing Modern Warfare and several Assassin's Creed games, she definitely seems like a rising star. I really want to see like a modern pantheon of video game composers and see what that list would look like. I'm very interested to see what that'll maybe look like here in the next 10 years or so. So that's really the points I was trying to make, and it only took us like 3 rounds of being brutally murdered to get there. If it hadn't been for that, I probably would have gotten to that point much sooner. So I apologize for hijacking the stream with music talk.
No, it's fine. I love discussing video game music, particularly. But yeah, as for this stream,
hang on. Before we go, I want to say one thing.
Okay.
Who knows who did the Ace Combat soundtrack?
I do. Because I'm a big, massive nerd. Okay, actually, I can't name all of them because there's several involved. But Keiki Kobayashi is the main one. He's the
My
lead
point
composer.
exactly. If you are entrenched in something and someone says who even knows about blank or who did this,
But that's because there's a lot of them. I mean, there like even with 7, there's like 3 or 4 different composers involved.
I think. What about the earlier games? Was that Kobayashi? Is that what you said?
No, I think he got in with 4, and the first 3 are just commonly attributed to Namco Sound Team. Although I think there's 2 people at least that can be contributed. I just don't remember their names. Anyway, time to wrap up the stream.
I think I kept using bad examples because I kept drawing I kept drawing examples from things that we would know, but it's like I'm trying to make the point that it's like something a composer that is ubiquitous like a project like John Williams in Star Wars. I was trying to make the video game equivalent of that, but on the opposite spectrum is like some sort of small game that only hardcore fans are going to know. But I couldn't
and your
really
first
think
and
of
you were
anything.
about to say who knows who composed the Mario soundtrack was your first option, and then you remembered you're playing with a Nintendo fan.
Well, but even then, I don't think you have to be a super fan to know that, because I know that's a well known fact that even if you don't know it, you can easily research it. So I tried to dig for another
and
example.
I'm sorry, I totally ruined your example multiple times. I have that effect on people.
You just ruin everything you touch. You're the opposite of King Midas.
I am Nathan Drake. Everything I touch turns to crap. I don't know why I went Schaefer on that.
Yeah, especially since that guy was German in Uncharted 2.
That's odd.
Anyway, Loka, maybe now we want to shut up so you can do this.
Yeah, time to finally kill off the stream like
Who
I'm gonna
knows
do with
who?
this game once we've ended the stream. So yeah, that was PUBG. We're gonna continue.
Who knows who did the soundtrack to PUBG?
Does PUBG have a soundtrack?
I mean,
Who knows who
listening
did the
to it.
soundtrack for Sharks?
You're right.
Or who even cares about sharks? That's so dumb. Sharks are the stupidest looking fish I've ever seen.
I was so close to drop the F-bomb there. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's wrap this up. We played PUBG. We're gonna continue with this Battle Royale train. But not for every other week. So 2 weeks from now we're gonna be back and we're gonna play Fortnite.
Get your $19 cards out, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I'm actually sort of kind of looking forward to it, just to because it's been like 2 years since I last touched it. So it's like, how has this changed? Is it as bad as I remember? I mean, again, I think I will have some good things to say about it, but it's just for the this was just bad. We had to do this for the thing, and this sort of kind of almost makes me regret doing this all day, because this is just bad. This I'm sorry. This game is bad. But that's the thing. The people that like this game, would they debate about that, or would they admit it's bad but they enjoy it anyway? It's so that's Fortnite though. Fortnite, I think we will have more things to say, especially because
definitely.
of the cultural impact it's had, and is it an actual legitimate good game that's just kind of been mired in kids doing floss. So
don't even say that word. I have poor oral care because of this game, or because of Fortnite.
Because you refuse to use floss.
Yes.
My gosh.
Yeah. So we're gonna play Fortnite 2 weeks from now, and then we're basically the major ones. So Apex Legends, Warzone,
2 weeks
definitely.
after that.
That's the end goal. Maybe Firestorm, if there's enough people playing it, but I'm kind of.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
That's if it happens, it's more likely to happen as a bonus stream. But as I said, these are gonna be every other week, every other weekend. So next weekend is gonna be different. It's not gonna be a battle royale game. However, I am going to do my own little mini series that is sort of tied to the battle royale thing, but also tied to the Cold War season.
Road to Rainbow Six Parasite.
No.
Oh gosh.
So, Black Ops Season 2. We're probably not going to play Warzone for Season 2. It's gonna be with Season 3. But, okay, maybe I should start with the Battle Royale train first. There is one more major attempt, I'm gonna say, that I'm the only one that has access to. And it's definitely relevant in the context of Warzone, and that is
Tetris
Blackout.
99.
because I was dumb enough to buy Black Ops 4. So I'm thinking, not next weekend. I'm getting to this, but I was thinking, well, I guess I can add this to the Battle Royale thing, but maybe as a, I guess, of a spin-off. And then I was thinking that, well, I actually never played zombies in that. And on top of that, I've also been meaning to go back to the Black Ops 3 multiplayer since we reinstalled the game to trash on the single-player campaign. That is awful. Now
I did that off stream, by the way.
Yes. So next week...
You didn't miss anything.
Yes, exactly. So next weekend, assuming things go well, I'm gonna be revisiting Black Ops 3, play some multiplayer and zombies. I'm a little bit uncertain because I've heard that apparently there's a lot of hackers in the PS4 version.
I can't believe it either.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I suppose
going through the trouble to hack a PS4 game. How bad are you if you have to go through the trouble to hack a PS4 game to win?
I'm going to say this. This was only one game that I played. It was not Prop Hunt. It was Team Deathmatch.
Oh gosh.
Prop Hunt was actually clean of cheaters.
Well, yeah, because a cheater isn't gonna go to Prop Hunt if they want to quote unquote school everyone. They're gonna go into a regular game and not one of those party modes.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm also mentioning zombies for both Black Ops 3 and 4 is that definitely the main thing for Black Ops Cold War Season 2 with the outbreak mode and what's happening in Warzone. So that I guess that will be neatly tied to it. I did actually sort of consider going through all the zombies mode, but I think having 2 relatively big mini-series is probably not that smart of a move. So, but yeah, that's
big mini-series.
That's how things are gonna be looking for the next couple of weeks or so. And now, gosh, I can barely talk. Yeah, let's actually just kill the stream for once. You can. I've been joined by Apprentice1215. You can check out this YouTube channel.
We did not get a chicken dinner, and I do not really care.
Neither do I. And we were also joined by Daxter Corp, even though we don't actually need. Apparently, we didn't need to introduce him for.
Wow,
he wasn't even old enough to get in here in the first place.
SMH. Well, let's put a cap in this, like Shepard put a cap in Ghost.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter at LokaCola. If you actually, I think even my Twitter feeds has more brain cells than this stream. Or
really?
more definitely more brain cells than this outro specifically. But that's all for today. Yeah, bye. I have no other words.